Welcome to the Hold My Cape podcast, the movie news and review show.
Oh.
Go Power Rangers, go Power Rangers, go!
Well, these get wilder every
Yeah,
time.
there's so many good Power Rangers theme tunes. Anyway,
So many good Star Wars theme tunes.
there's
as well.
one.
That's what you could
There's only one theme tune. I mean, there's
Well,
several
yeah,
tunes.
yeah.
There's only one theme tune. Hi guys, what is up? Welcome to the weekly. Oh shit. Ah!
Weekly
Hi
shit.
guys, what is up? Welcome to Hold My Cape, the show where we talk movie news and reviews. I'm your host, Fish. Very thirsty today. And I'm here with.
me, Liam Mook again, also surprisingly quite thirsty.
Yeah.
We've also got one of our guests is back again. We've got Simon on his second appearance.
He's not
Simon,
thirsty.
Are you thirsty?
I'm not thirsty. I've got a drink ready.
Yeah, he's got a drink.
Got a nice double. Well, I don't know if it's a double Kraken. I just
No.
pre-poured it.
I don't know if it's a double Kraken either. It's funny how I share my drink with people and then Simon just doesn't share his.
I know, yeah.
I've only got a tiny bit left.
Did you see how much? It doesn't matter, does it? It's not. That's not the point. You've had the rest of that bottle. It's a big bottle. You've had,
Not a big bottle. It's only 70 cl.
which is the size of bottles we have in the pub, which
Do you
is
get very
big.
pissed drinking all that?
Yeah.
No.
Well, it doesn't take you much though, does it? One Bud Light and you're gone.
Shut up.
Well, give me a drink.
It's not true.
Yeah, it is.
Well, looks
I
like
don't
we're going to have
have
to
Bud
battle
Lights
through
and
the
I'm
first.
Yeah. And the second.
Oh, dear me.
Let's move on.
No, I haven't got a drink. I cannot move on with no drink. I don't need to take any Pepsi. I can have my own Pepsi. I don't know what it's like. There it is.
know.
I think that's the least valuable bit of his that he cared about.
Yeah.
I think he would have happily given you some of his weapons left in there.
Yeah.
What?
So if you hear this sound, that's because we haven't got any drinks this week.
It's because we've died.
Because
We've
died
got
as well.
no
None of us
drinks to
stopped.
drink. Even the whiskey worshipper himself, Tom Clarkson, give us some of his drink. Even me,
Oh, thanks, bro.
I want some fucking Kraken.
I love that. You
Very needy
picked up a
today.
bottle of Coke,
Still
and he gives
me
you
a
the
can
bottle of Coke. Oh,
Do you want some?
please. Thanks, bro. Ooh, not that much. Though.
I can almost,
Yeah,
I
that's
can
what I was
almost
gonna say.
see mine.
Wasn't much in the end after all.
I can almost see mine in the bottom of my glass.
Mm.
Imagine living 2020 and thinking
I'll just
that
give you a can of Pepsi Max.
sharing's not care. I don't want a can of Pepsi Max. I've got my own Pepsi. I told you.
Hey,
don't
here's
need
a
to waste
question for
yours.
you. That's a good bottle design. You're going to do something with it?
Shove it up his ass. Twist it.
Don't know. I might.
Because you've got these lights now. You could put some lights in there.
What light?
There's
No, he's putting his
Little
hamsters
lights.
in the lights.
Yeah.
And the lamps
Oh.
in his fuck.
putting his
Right.
hamsters in.
The lights I've got are like that, and the
For
magnetic.
those who don't know,
those
who
who
can't
can't
see,
see.
he's just put his hands up in the air. Like, do you know when you're measuring fish?
They're like a
Oh,
tennis,
mate,
the size of a tennis
the
ball.
fish I caught this
Oh,
month.
okay.
The size of a
I
tennis
thought
ball,
meant
so
it-
you
I thought
can't-
meant like
was
Christmas
like
No, no.
this.
Okay.
I mean, I could get some like fairy lights and just put them in there, like with a battery pack and stuff. Clean the bottle out.
Good shit bottle design, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It looks like one of those ones where like you
It's a
find message
bottle
in a
of
bottle.
Kraken
And I could,
dark spiced rum, by the
could
way.
probably-
We haven't mentioned that.
yeah, bottle of Kraken. Could probably
It's,
put it in.
it's a Kraken drink.
Fingers crossed, probably put it in the new house that we'll hopefully get in. We'll go out and view it on Monday, so fingers crossed we
Yeah, you'll get it.
get it because
If he does get it, the amount of times he's on this show will drastically reduce. So
I will
fingers
try my
crossed,
best
guys.
For all those- for all those Cyborg 239 fans out there.
329, get it
329.
right.
Yeah.
But I will try my best to get onto the show because I love being on the show.
So, Mo, have you been up to much this week?
Yeah, actually.
I
have.
haven't seen you, actually.
No, yeah, well, I've had a bit of a problematic week.
Have you?
Yeah, I had a bit of a run-in with the police, didn't I? All under a misunderstanding, so... Yeah,
Dealing
bit
with
crazy.
that kid.
Yeah, so I went to... Well... No, it wasn't. It wasn't that bad. No, it was a misunderstanding. So I was in B&Q, and I basically punched a man, and it turned into a bit of a fight. And the reason, so this guy comes up to me in an orange apron, and he goes, mate, do you know are you looking for the decking? And I was like, you what? And then big misunderstanding happens. Police get called. I get locked away. And yeah, I only just got out to get here in time for this, so I'll tell you what, I had to be like, look, listen to this podcast. He's going to be left with Simon. So it's like...
Yeah, because Tom bailed. Because I'm up early in the morning.
He's going to be up at 8 and 9 o'clock.
Nobody cares about me. I'm
you.
up every morning.
I care about
Up
you.
early every morning. Every morning.
My wife looks after your son at school.
That sounds really weird.
That was a
sounds
mad
really weird.
tangent to go off.
Sounds really weird to the uninitiated. Anyway.
Well, Simon, you've been doing much this week?
Yeah.
Not much really, but I went to
What a surprise.
last
Anyway,
week.
moving on. So,
Shut up, don't start this.
I have got in front of me a square box that says pizza on the front, but inside
It is a pizza.
holds a dessert. You're not wrong. It is
Oh
a
my
pizza.
god, that looks delicious.
Do you like what look like Maltesers? Marshmallows, strawberries, Nutella. Do you like Nutella?
Explain this for the viewers who
Do you
can't
not
see
like
it.
Nutella?
I love Nutella.
Oh.
I
I've
think
got
it
a
looks
chocolate pizza.
pretty grim.
It looks fucking delicious. Excuse my
It's-
language.
It's gone a bit skew with, right? Because this pizza shop is really nice. It's called the Bridge.
Oh.
It's called the Bridge Inn, and it's in. What's
Oh, we love that place.
It's anyway, and they don't cut the pizzas.
Twat.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I had to cut my own pizza. Who pays for pizza for it not to be cut?
What are
unless
you
you
even
got
paying for,
Wetherspoon?
innit? What
Yeah.
are you paying for?
I know. It's almost like it's.
But yeah,
made
so
in a
basically we've got
It's like you might as well go to Wetherspoons.
this
They don't cut their pizzas.
this
do
pizza in front of us, but it's a chocolate pizza in it.
Mm.
And it has
It's
got
delicious.
It looks like Maltesers, marshmallows, and strawberries with Nutella.
if diabetes could be summed up in a single
I
picture.
think that's why it's
single food.
so small.
Oh yeah, you wouldn't want that much bigger, would you?
So
Imagine a
That's
10
all.
10 inch.
grab a slice, see what it's like.
So I'll grab a sec. I feel really bad for the people who can't see this. to
I
be
know. I
honest.
feel like I need a plate, or like with some tissue or something. I
I
I
don't
felt
wanna
like I
mess up
needed
your
a drink
table.
10 minutes ago, but we can't all win, can we?
Shut up.
No, we can't all get what we want.
Has this been cut then? Have you cut it?
Yeah, that's what these big like slash marks are.
Right, that's too big, that, isn't it?
Well, that's two pieces.
That's what she says.
Not in your situation. It's not, though, is it, Simon?
Oh,
that's
sure.
definitely two
Yeah,
pieces.
break
that. It doesn't look like pizza dough, though. It looks a bit softer than pizza dough.
That looks absolutely.
Yeah, it does a bit
delicious.
actually.
I'm gonna have to put the mic up.
It's got strawberries on as well. I
Going
guess
to put it back
that's the
down
one
if
bit
I
of.
water here. Would be a massive shame, but you know.
Let's give it a go. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it feels like a pizza base actually when you're holding it.
Oh my god.
It's unreal.
That is delicious.
Actually unreal.
I didn't
What's
hear
the
I'm
strawberry?
chewing.
Ah, saved it.
What a save.
Mm.
Reflex
That is alright
is
actually.
like Spider-Man.
That is all right. It's quite nice, but if I was eating that whole thing to myself, even though it's only 8-inch at best, that's still like I couldn't eat all that.
No. That's what
That's
she
too
said.
sweet, isn't it? It's
I
definitely
couldn't-
for sharing
I
that.
couldn't eat all of that. Maybe your first sex tape. We're trying to get Simon here in the Brooklyn Nine-Nine. That's one of the running jokes. Like your first sex tape.
I just can't get into it.
Because you need to actually sit and watch it on your own
It
properly.
just doesn't look. I get
No.
around. It comes up on Netflix, on like the main bit,
Recommended because it's fucking mint.
and I just don't have the.
It is good.
It's so
I can't turn around. And turn around. Pull myself to actually press play because I've got Power Rangers to watch.
Yeah, I see. That was a.
Lost Galaxy, which I'm enjoying. I'm up to episode 5.
good. So you're spoiled then. You already know what happens at the end.
Oh, no, like I've just. It's like.
No, I spoiled it in the last episode of the podcast.
Oh dear.
You know, a podcast that you claim you listen to every week.
Hey, I didn't listen to last week's episode, so I'm just telling the truth.
No worries. So, yeah, what are you thinking about this show then? You rate it as highly as Fish does?
Yeah, it's a good podcast. I mean, I did listen to the start of last week's podcast.
I feel like we're not talking about the same thing here.
No, we're definitely not.
I don't know,
Power Rangers. What do you think?
so I'm just enjoying this so much.
He's in an orgasmic state at the moment.
It's in an orgasmic state. You never your first sex tape.
I love how as well this podcast started off as being a movie news and review show. In the last couple of weeks, it's become a food reviewing show. And then with Tom and his whiskey, and with Simon and his whiskey, it's become a drink reviewing show. Rum, sorry. Rum.
Yeah, well, it very nearly
it
wasn't rum, was it? It was very nearly just empty glasses on the table. Even though I clearly brought 3 glasses in on purpose. Even though
But still, it's become a food channel and a drink channel now.
Yeah.
I feel like people watch to that point, they'll hear the food stuff, they'll hear the drink stuff, and then go, right, that's all. Forget the news.
Just to clarify now that the movie and stuff will be coming in about 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So stick with
It
us.
is still strictly a movie, but it's not. It's just not. It's like Top Gear. It's how Top Gear is a car show. This is a movie news review show.
We sort of like have a bit of a laugh, have a chat, and then we move on to what we need to talk about.
And then we move on to what we need to talk about. The name of your first sex tape.
Shut up.
Right. So yeah, you started watching Power Rangers Lost Galaxy.
Yeah. I thought it was quite good. I mean, the bit when you said about the old lady getting mugged, I thought that was it was just filmed so crap.
A lot
Like
of it
back
is.
in the day, yeah, it was filmed brilliantly, but now you look at it and you think, Jesus, that is bad acting.
No, this is the thing with Power Rangers. Obviously, it's a kids show,
Obviously.
but the acting is a bit obviously varies between seasons. But it's something you have to almost look past
Yeah.
because the storytelling is definitely still there, but the acting just most of the time isn't.
Yeah.
But what I found funny...
Wait till you get to. There's a crossover episode between Power Rangers Lost Galaxy and Power Rangers in Space.
then-
In Space is the theme tune I was singing. Mate, I'm 26 years old and I was 10 again for 20 minutes.
Well, I watched...
Oh, especially when they're morphed as well. Oh my god.
I watched a bit where...
5.
I forgot what I was going to say now.
There's that's the thing though, with good storytelling across things, like it can overlook other stuff. Like the thing I always remember, the classic stuff that has incredibly bad effects when you look at it now as well, but even for the time, I think, was old Doctor Who back in the day.
Yeah.
And like obviously I've not really watched much old Who, but
I didn't
some
like
of those,
Doctor Who.
some of those stories though have stood the test of time, and some of those stories are the greatest in sci-fi, and even others old sci-fi films had to use like some dodgy effects, but if the story's good enough, you can sort of overlook it.
I mean, that's what I was going to say. The bit I found funny was when they turned into the Power Rangers, when they ran towards like the camera, it looked they were running as though they'd shit themselves. Like they were like,
Yeah, they always run.
they had the legs spread out
legs really far apart, crouched down and like leaning forwards with a sword arm with an arm
I know.
back
I felt like
and an arm
shouting
across the chest.
at Netflix going, go to the toilet first.
So it's like there's an episode. I don't think you've got to it yet, but basically the Blue
I'm up
Ranger,
to episode 5.
the Blue Ranger is running towards something as his like actor, and then he runs past a tree and he morphs as he runs past a tree. Obviously, the tree's in front of him. He goes from running normal to running like he shit himself. But
Maybe it's the suit then. The suit is so uncomfortable to wear.
No way.
Oh, remember we were talking about the sparks and stuff last week?
Yeah.
I watched an episode. You watched Death Battle.
Death Battle.
Death Battle. It's time for a Death Battle.
YouTube channel, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
It's pretty good. This Death Battle is.
They take two characters and they'll put them in a fight to the death.
Yeah.
What, like that celebrity death match that
Yeah,
used
but-
to be on
yeah.
yonks ago?
But better than that.
It's
done-
like, they'll go Batman versus Spider-Man and then they'll
Yeah.
put them in an arena. They'll say these are the rules, who's going to die
yeah, they
first.
tell you all the facts and pros and cons and weaknesses. of
Powers and
every-
stuff, planning skills.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So basically, this is Leonardo, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, versus Jason Lee Scott, the original Red Ranger,
Yeah.
and it tells you all the facts about Jason. So the sparks, it's got a chronological thing. It's the morphing grid taking the hit for them. Is what he says. The morphing grid is what transforms them into the Power Rangers.
Yeah,
When
but
they
when
get
they hit the enemy, it still sparks.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
we can't have everything, can we? They also
So,
like.
we've got a favourite Ranger so far?
I'd probably... Obviously, I'm going to go with Red. Like, it's the one to go to. And to point out from... I think it was... Last time I was on, we talked about the fact that the Pink Ranger, she was all in black.
Yeah. Is she not?
But if you look closely, she's got a pink turtleneck on underneath the suit. So
I see. I must have missed that.
if you look carefully, you can actually say,
That's
"Oh
just
yeah,
Simon
she's the
though
Pink
trying to
Ranger."
look at her boobs. And
No, it was like
got
on her
to
neck, not
necklace.
down there.
Yeah, but you were trying to get like, Joe, you look.
What?
down
Do
the-
that for the TV?
Yeah, and then you were like, oh shit,
TV doesn't work like that, fish.
We'll do one day.
But so it's a show then you're hooked that you'll keep watching, or do you think it's
Yeah, I'll
kept you
definitely
interested?
keep watching.
You can definitely watch 2 episodes
Power
of it.
Rangers Lost Galaxy.
You could definitely watch 2 episodes on your break.
Maybe.
At work. And then
Yeah,
have a
but
5-minute
on my
podcast.
break at work, I like to watch Kitchen Nightmares. It's weird with me. When I'm eating food, I like to watch like Kitchen Nightmares or Man v Food because it gets me hungry.
Favorite Gordon Ramsay insult?
I am
For me, it's
idiot
got to be the idiot sandwich. Yeah.
I don't
What
know.
are you? An idiot sandwich?
I think it's probably a bit where in Hell's Kitchen when he says when he calls that guy donkey, and then the guy sort of answers back, and he sort of gets in his face, and the guy just shits himself and just backs down.
Oh, right.
Right then, it's not really an insult, is it?
No.
He backs him down.
Gordon Ramsay is the best chef in the world,
Really?
hands down. Jamie Olive could suck a dick.
Your dick. You want him to suck your dick? You're
No,
weird,
thanks.
you.
He
Oh God, Simon, you're so
got-
strange.
he
You're
got
married, you know.
What's this
30
I've seen?
Twizzlers banned. He's a
What's this
cock.
I've seen about a kid Gordon Ramsay?
Oh, that
I've just seen a
Gordon
picture,
Ramsay
I
as
haven't
a
a clue
kid,
what it is.
and it's sort of what Gordon Ramsay was like as a kid, and he says to his mum when he's checking his packed lunch, he's like, "What's this? What's this?" And then he goes to a restaurant and he talks to the manager and has a proper go at the manager, and then leaves with his
Oh,
mum and
really?
dad.
So what is it? Like a segment of the show or a new show?
No, it's just like a sketch.
Oh, okay,
It's
right,
mint.
right. I just saw a picture of kid Gordon Ramsay. I was like, what on earth is it?
It's on my Facebook. Just have a look,
Oh, right, we'll do.
watch
yeah.
it.
Yeah, cool,
It's mint.
cool. And you've been busy watching some other films as well this week, Simon, haven't you? You've come pretty prepared. You've come pretty prepared watching some other
I
films this
muted
week.
it
You've
because I was
seen
eating a piece of chocolate
Yeah.
you've
pizza.
seen the new Bad Boys.
Yeah, I have. Saw that last week with the missus. And I'll tell you what, it is mint. Martin Lawrence and Will Smith have still got it.
Mm.
There's no denying, and I really, really hope that there is a Bad Boys 4.
Really? Is that good?
I
Wow.
hope there is.
So best one yet, or
No. You cannot beat Bad Boys 2.
you've not
sorry.
seen it yet?
You can't beat Bad Boys
Have you
2.
seen Bad Boys 2?
No.
When you see Bad Boys 2?
What? Get off this podcast.
Sorry, I'm gone.
Get off this podcast. That doesn't
Bad
fit.
Boys. I can't believe you haven't not seen Bad Boys 2.
Tell me which is the best.
I'd say still Bad Boys 2, but Bad Boys 3, it sort of goes in depth, and it's like, I think it's like base 10, or, I can't remember how many years later. But
Isn't it based the actual year gap between now and when that second film come out?
maybe.
You know what I mean?
But it's
Don't know.
like all the cast from Bad Boys 2 is in Bad Boys 3.
Right. Okay.
So apart from Martin Lawrence's character's sister, she's not in it.
Okay.
But
But so is it more like is it quite a fresh original story, or is it relying on a lot of callbacks to the first two?
no, it's a fresh story. But I'm trying to put it so I'm not spoiling it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't like spoilers on this show.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
No.
But all I'm gonna. Can I say who's in it?
If you give a spoiler warning first.
Character wise?
No, like actors,
Mm.
actresses. Can I say that?
Yeah.
Well, for one, the gorgeous Vanessa Hudgens is in it,
Oh, really?
and she looks incredible. I'm
She's,
not joking.
Famous for playing the main girl in High School Musical.
Yeah. And also, there's a
Oh.
guy, an actor who was in Grown Ups 2, who played Marx's son, Alexander Ludwig. He's called.
And what these have big roles, or
Yeah, it's a big role, yeah. And it's really funny actually.
any downsides, or
No,
Pretty stellar film
to be
as well.
honest, that the Bad Boys film is just full of comedy and action. It's just absolutely brilliant. But it's also there's
Yeah,
heartfelt scenes in it as well.
That guy looks familiar. Charles Melton.
Which one?
This guy. Not familiar to you?
Power Ranger?
No, he's in Glee.
Is he? Oh, I don't watch
Glee.
it. So that let me.
So that's pretty good then. So a pretty solid film.
Oh, it's.
Tell you one thing, there's I've not seen many films this year so far, especially of films that have come out this year.
Yes.
But they all seem to have got pretty stellar reviews. They've done better than people expected.
Well,
Sonic did well. That got good reviews.
I didn't see that, but
I still want to go see Sonic.
yeah, I want to go and see Sonic, but
But the reviews did pretty well for Sonic. I mean, everyone seems pretty happy.
I want to see Birds of Prey as well.
Birds of Prey again. That did pretty well, it seems. Bad Boys.
But I really hope Bad Boys do absolutely amazingly, because that film,
It did do well box office wise.
like,
Come out.
apart from Bad Boys 2, Bad Boys 3
Has
was
it got a proper
probably
name?
the
It's
best
not
out
Bad
of
Boys
them.
3, is it?
It's Bad Boys for Life, innit?
Yeah, it's Bad
Oh,
Boys
Bad
5.
Boys.
It's
Bad Boys for Life.
but they actually sing the song, like they did at
They
the
do
end.
every one, don't they?
Yeah, like they did at the end of number 2. And
Bad
it's,
Boys,
I mean,
Boys.
Martin. No offense to Martin Lawrence, but in this film he's got chubbier,
Yeah, he's
and,
older, isn't he?
but he's still so funny.
Yeah, but that's nothing to do with his comedy range, is it?
No, but
His
like
weight is directly.
you
well,
would've-
back when he was,
you thought,
thin, he
you would
was
think like
hilarious. Now he's put
if he's going for
weight on.
Bad Boys 3, you would have thought he would have been like gone to the gym a little bit.
But
and-
isn't it like meant to be like their
No,
agent,
but that's
their
his
agent
character,
cop,
though.
isn't it?
Yeah, that's his character.
Yeah.
His character is he's this.
Family Man? Yeah.
I thought
because he
like
was
the way I
like-
thought of it is one of those films where it's a bit like they're getting older, but it's like they've
Yeah, a
got
bit like
be
Lethal
brought
Weapon.
back. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
like, I thought there was going to be a lot of jokes in the film about like, my back's gone or something. And, that sort of like, I'm getting too old for this.
Honestly, you two need to go and see it because
I
it
do
is
wanna go.
absolutely amazing.
No, right,
But
nice.
Moon needs to see Bad Boys. Have you seen Bad Boys 1?
I've not seen any of them.
Have you seen
No,
Bad Boys 1?
I've completely.
Have you got a Blu-ray
skipped
player?
this. No,
You
What
got-
have you
I'm
got?
sure I can find them online, innit?
What have you got at home?
It's just a computer. It's got a disc player in it. I could probably
Does it
play
play
Blu-rays.
Blu-rays?
Maybe I've never tried it. Probably can.
Well, try it first, and then if
Yeah.
it does, let me know, and I'll lend you Bad Boys 1 and 2 because I've
I
got
used to have
both.
Bad Boys 1 and 2 on DVD.
So, high praise from Bad Boys.
Well,
Oh, definitely.
the other film you watched, I've seen.
Oh yeah,
Oh, go on then,
I
let's,
saw.
We can bring fish into this one a bit more.
Yeah.
I saw Bumblebee.
Okay.
Last week.
The latest Transformers movie, innit?
Well, it's actually based
Yeah, but
way before
Transformers 1.
But
Transformers 1.
It is the latest Transformers movie.
Well, yeah, it's the latest Transformers
Just
movie,
what
but it's
we
based before the first Transformers
Yeah.
movie, and it shows you how Bumblebee goes from what he is in the movie to the Camaro that he is in number 1.
Okay.
I mean, that's not the aim of the story. It just
But it was
So you're saying that the film kind of ends where the first film then starts?
somewhat, yeah.
somewhat, yeah,
I'll keep
yeah.
getting used to it.
with Optimus, you
Optimus Prime.
sort of see Optimus as
Give us your best.
as you
I
would-
am Optimus Prime.
That's my name is Optimus Prime. It's-
Give us your best. My name.
Oh,
is
I can't
Optimus
I
Go
Prime.
on,
can't do
no,
that.
years ago.
My name.
No, oh my god.
No, I can't. I can't
No,
do
it's
it.
alright.
No.
Go on, you.
My name is Optimus Prime.
My name is Optimus Prime.
That's how you do it.
That's how you do
Yeah,
it.
bro. I can also do the X Factor voice. Simon Willison. Yes, I can.
You can't
do-
say my second name though.
Yeah, I can.
Fucking delete that one.
Simon Willin son.
But this movie Bumblebee
My
goes.
second name's in the thing.
So is mine.
So's Liam's.
Yeah.
You can't say my first name.
Get to
For
it.
sake.
This,
Mess it up again.
But this Bumblebee, like, they put like the characters, like Optimus Prime and stuff, from like comics and the cartoon,
Yeah, they have the more
The
of a
TV
TV
series.
series. Is what he's
and it
saying.
actually
Okay.
goes by.
So what? They
that.
don't, so they don't
And
look
it's
like.
They don't look like the Transformers from the Michael Bay's films. They go by the
The
comics
look.
and the.
How they should look.
Yeah, I thought but Optimus actually looked quite good.
What? But Bumblebee looks like the Michael Bay ones.
No.
No, Bumblebee,
looks like a Bumblebee.
Yeah. and he actually
VW got what is it? He's a VW.
VW Beetle. and he actually talks, and you actually find out how he loses his voice.
Okay.
Spoiler alert.
Good film though.
Oh yeah, I
Is
thought
it
it was
best
definitely
Transformers
brilliant.
film?
Definitely the best.
And
Is it?
to be honest,
Easily.
like one of my favourite WWE wrestlers, John Cena, was in it, and he was
You
brilliant.
can never see him though.
shut up.
Oh, John Cena
Like,
playing
this
a
is a-
human being or playing a
Let me just
Transformer?
explain to the viewers that this is a running joke at work that Fish says about John Cena that you can't see him in these films,
You can't see
and he's
him.
going to be in the Fast and Furious 9. But
Yeah, but
you can't see him.
He's always been Vin Diesel's brother. He's always been there. You've just never been able to see him.
That is the
This
running
is what I
joke,
mean.
isn't it? It's not just
Yeah,
amongst
it's not
us.
just
It's
at
like
work. It's like
because his thing is you
everybody.
can't see me, isn't it?
Yeah, you can't see me.
you.
So that's why
can't
people say it,
see
innit? You can't see me because.
Yeah, but
Do you remember when the John Cena meme was a big thing? Where
John Cena.
yeah,
Oh, by the way, we're talking about John Cena, so I hope that subs well for The Rock.
Yeah, exactly. We can
Yeah.
easily transition that into The Rock. The Rock, what do you think? Was he in Bumblebee?
no, I
Should
didn't
he
see
have
the
been?
boulder.
Oh, should he have been in Bumblebee?
No,
No. Right.
stick to the Fast and Furious, Dwayne. Stick to the Fast
Not
Oh,
and
you,
really
Furious.
Fast and
hang on.
Furious, is he?
So Simon is Simon's a wrestling fan. For
Big
you,
wrestling fan.
who is the better wrestler, John Cena or The Rock? Like who? Not necessarily better wrestler in terms of what they've achieved, but for you, who do you like to see more? Who get?
Well, he can't see John Cena.
Well, yeah.
I don't know, because
Who's your favourite of those two?
of like John Cena's generation started in 2001, when he debuted on SmackDown against Kurt Angle.
Oh, he
But-
does know his
Is he
stuff.
only 19? No way, he's only 19 years old.
Shut up. He did, and then but The Rock. I can't remember when he debuted, but
No, but what do you? So
He's
if,
been a wrestler as long
he-
as I can remember, The Rock.
I mean, The Rock was coming into the Attitude Era, where Cena was coming into the Ruthless Aggression Era, going onto the PG era, and it was just
What the fuck are you talking about?
they were certainly worse.
It's
it's called
certainly were.
giving you a lesson.
Eh?
Giving you a lesson.
Yeah, but you
There's-
can't just say words and expect us to
Right,
automatically know
there's
what that
different
means.
eras. Ruthless Aggression Era was when they could swear, like, and say
Oh, right,
arse
okay.
and bitch.
You can swear on the podcast, Simon. We're not monetized anyway. It doesn't matter.
So,
Fuck, bitch, cunt, ass, titties.
but
Sorry for you kids. out there.
Cena was coming into the era where
Nah, take a little ticky
They're
box.
trying to-
No, this was not made for kids.
because it was more kids were watching it and they were trying to be more adult, like kid friendly.
okay.
So they were trying not to say swear words.
Yeah, fair enough.
And it was more different. I think if Cena was in the Attitude Era, then I think he would have been an even bigger star. It would have
Oh,
been
really?
as big as The Rock is. But I think The Rock is a bigger star because he's done more stuff.
Who for you? If I said to you, there's a film coming out, like a new action film coming out, and I said to you that there was one of these two in it, who would you prefer to see in it? Just off that alone, like who would you rather see more of? The Rock again, because I feel like The Rock's done more, but obviously
Yeah.
he's very likable, like he's sort of earned the
He is a
respect.
better actor,
Yeah,
isn't he?
well, yeah.
and John
of
Cena,
course
he's
earned the
done less,
respect.
but maybe you prefer him more. I don't know.
I'd probably say like Cena because
Cena's
I'm
getting
a
out there
mass-
though. He's in the new Suicide Squad film as well.
Is he?
Yeah,
is he?
yeah. He's got. I'm pretty sure he is. Yeah, he's one of the names on it.
So I think I'd say Cena because obviously I'm a massive fan of John Cena. Like if there was one celebrity or so was like doing a wrestler I'd love to meet, it'll be him.
Over the Rock.
Yeah, like John Cena is one of the reasons why I say I never give up on stuff.
That's why you... I'm not going to comment. Carry on.
Shut
Carry
up.
on.
I know what you're gonna comment. I know what you're gonna
I
comment.
was going to say, before you said about not giving up, I was going to say that's why you work out so much to look like him. You don't.
Well, yeah, but I'm not.
Um,
I don't.
but then I
wanna go
was-
to the gym.
But the,
I don't want to look like Cena. Have you seen the size of his arms?
you just said... Yeah.
Like
Push borders
like-
with them.
what? Push the rock.
Crush rocks.
Yeah.
Have they ever had a fight?
No, but I've surely...
They must
Have
have.
they?
Me.
No. No. The Rock and John Cena, you'd have
I would
Yeah,
love to
they
know
have
if you. I would love to know if you also have ever had a fight with John Cena. If that ever
I'll tell you what,
materialised.
that would be it.
Or The Rock.
Or the Rock.
It was with 1
Either of them.
That'd be it
Is
for
the
him.
video?
Yeah, they had two matches at WrestleMania. There was
Okay.
the first one at
Oh, was that nice?
WrestleMania 26, and then at WrestleMania I think it was 27. They both did it for the WWE title
And who won?
on the WrestleMania 27, which Cena won and beat The Rock because Rock beat him on WrestleMania 20. Was it WrestleMania 26 or was it WrestleMania? No, it wasn't WrestleMania.
Do you know who will know?
Hang on, I'm just pouring this drink.
Although you will have to say it because all these words you're saying to me are going right over my head.
I've just poured myself a fresh glass of Vive Cola ZX Extreme Taste Zero Sugar. In the same glass I had my rum in because I thought any little bits I might get some more.
Thanks for that insight, Fish.
Yeah. At least you know what
That's what the fans wanted to know.
Yeah, but I think...
I'm going to ask Google this. What was the question?
What?
I don't know.
We don't know what the question is, but if you ask Google, they also won't know.
Okay, Google. When did John Cena and Dwayne The Rock Johnson play?
February 2002.
Understood
Here's
that
a
though.
summary from the website biography.com. Cena captured the OVW heavyweight title in February 2002. Just 2 years later, Cena took home the United States Championship, defeating The Big Show in March 2004 in WrestleMania.
The Big Show.
On the website EmpireOnline.com, they say Johnson's first leading role as an actor was in The Scorpion King in 2002. Do you want a little more context?
No.
So what you did wrong there was going...
Yeah.
I don't understand.
It still heard me. So shall we move on?
Yeah, we shall.
So
We had a little rock tangent there though. We managed to do that.
yeah,
For the rock
there you
fans
go,
out there.
mate. There you go.
But they are on apparently they are on about bringing a WrestleMania to Britain, to UK.
It is a
which
question for you
hopefully, if they do bring it to the UK, I will definitely be going.
Have you watched and did you enjoy Fighting With My Family?
Yeah,
Good
I
film.
really enjoyed that. And I think if, as a wrestling fan, you enjoy it more because you know the character.
Oh, so it's based on a true story.
It's actually based on Paige, who came from Norwich.
Have we not seen it yet?
Yeah.
Oh, I was going
It's
to
just
say. I wasn't
about
listening.
it.
I was looking for our previous comment, which was from Jacob Appleby, who said you didn't talk about The Rock. What's happened? There you go.
We have definitely
have
talked
now.
about The Rock.
But yeah, it's based on Paige and how she came from nothing and she got into the WWE Performance Centre and trained and thought she was going to fail, and then she persevered and as she became WWE Divas Champion in her debut match on Raw.
Yeah. Well,
So,
Which always confused me because I was under the assumption that it was all scripted anyway.
but yeah, it is. But
But then how did she have a chance of not becoming the Diva Champion?
well,
Bobber. If
the training, the Performance Centre isn't scripted. They have to work as hard as they can. Work on
you know, the
microphone skills and everything. It's not just about the wrestling. It's also about promos and stuff.
I watched the film. Did you watch it in the end? I watched the film this week. Did you watch the film this week?
no. It's not been a week. We do this podcast like every 3 days now.
My name's Liam Mook and I don't watch no films for me film podcast.
I know.
I try.
How am I getting away with it? I don't know.
I
What did you
watched the latest Power Rangers movie. Obviously, circling back, I'm in a real Power Rangers buzz at the moment.
Oh, I did watch one thing. I'll tell you later. I'll let you go first. But
Okay.
yeah, carry on.
So I've got a full-blown review. Are you sure you don't want to go first?
I'll go first. Just a little shout out again, but it was one of the best ones. I watched the episode that came out on Monday of Inside Number 9. One of the best ones yet. Very good episode. This one was about a magician. It was about a story of there was an older magician, and the premise is that magicians would rather murder before revealing their secrets, kind of thing.
Right.
So this old magician, he doesn't really want to do much with his life. He's very happy just having a mundane life, but he's got all these tricks that are, like could make you a massive star. He gets killed by this other guy who wants to steal his trick, and then years from now, like I think it's like the grandson of the first magician comes back and he's trying to test him. He pretends he's like this magician journalist, but the whole episode's based on like magic tricks and that, and the episode I think is called Misdirection, so it's all about like misdirection and stuff.
Yeah.
And obviously there's so many twists upon twists and twists, because it's like all these magic tricks of like distractions and stuff like that all come into play, but it was one of the solidest episodes so far, and the series now is halfway through of Inside Number 9, but all been solid so far. Genius writers.
Simon's scrolling through Cinema Blend. Is it
Now
still
TV.
Now TV.
Still seeing what I watched recently.
Yep. But yeah,
So, yeah.
so give that a shout out.
Yeah.
Definitely worth a watch.
It's on Netflix.
The old series, the past 4 series are on Netflix. The current series that's ongoing now is on BBC iPlayer.
Right, so I watched the latest Power Rangers movie, which came out a couple of years ago.
Do you know we'll know?
Oh yeah. Seems though we got the last question wrong from Google. Hey Google, when was the latest Power Rangers movie released?
Here is some information from the web that might possibly help. March 24th, 2017. Here's a
2017.
summary from the website
Fuck's sake.
en.wikipedia.org. Lionsgate delayed it to March 24th, 2017. The film received its world premiere in Berlin, Germany on March 17th, 2017. All 5 of the surviving actors who originally portrayed the Rangers in the series attended the film's Los Angeles premiere on March 22nd, 2017.
Why did you say all 5 of the surviving actors? Who died? Nobody died, did they?
Don't know.
Nobody died from that film, have they?
Why don't you ask?
Constance's still alive, isn't he?
I don't know.
No, that must mean the original, like the original Power Rangers. back in the day.
Oh, yeah, because one of them did pass away in 1997.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I think.
Yeah,
So yeah.
that was the Yellow Ranger.
So we got an
Anyway,
answer.
so-
Google was spot on for once, but
Yeah,
just
so
sadly it gave us too much.
whenever it said in 2017.
Yeah.
So yeah, you haven't seen this film. Do you mind if I spoil it
No,
for you?
feel free.
You've seen this film, haven't you?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Right. So spoilers alert for Power Rangers movie. Well, it's actually called Saban's Power Ranger movie.
I mean, I say you should have seen it by now, but obviously, examples, Mook hasn't bloody seen it. Not even
Yeah.
seen Bad Boys 1 or 2.
Oh, of course. So it starts off in the Cenozoic era, 65 million years ago. And the Red Ranger is fucked up. He's like crawling along the floor. There's there's explosions. It's dirty and gritty. He's crawling, like explosions around him and all this, really muddy. And you see the Yellow Ranger on the floor, crawling towards him, and she like unmorphs and gives him her Power Stone, which
Okay.
is what morphs them. And then she just passes away there and then. But she's like this weird humanoid alien thing. She's not quite.
Okay.
And then he's crawling, and then he.
So if she passed him her Power Stone, would that mean he would get the yellow suit?
No, she's already. It chooses the Power Stones choose who gets what.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah. So then he tells Alpha, Alpha 5 is the robot. Robot.
Good character.
That he's the last one left. He unmorphs. It's Zordon. Do you know who Zordon is?
Not a clue. He said that to me as well. I was like, I should
He's
know.
the mentor to the Power Rangers.
Oh, okay.
Give me 5 teenagers with attitude. Go, go, Power Ranger! That guy.
Oh,
A floating head in the original.
oh okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then Rita shows up, who is a Green Ranger. This is a massive twist on the original franchise, because I don't think she ever was. I think she was just an evil woman
Right.
thing. Yeah, so Rita turns up. She's the Green Ranger, says that they could rule the universe with the Zeo Crystal, which is a crystal that every planet with life has a Zeo Crystal. If you remove the Zeo Crystal, the planet explodes.
Wow.
Right?
Wow. That's
Yeah.
and what is it, like a massive crystal, or is it like hidden away? Is it just like
It's a
something you
pretty-
can find on a shelf or
it's-
something?
A handful to go the monster guy at the end. How big would you say he was?
I'd say
like-
it's massive, like
It's like imagine like
Twin Towers.
No, he's not that big. Optimus Prime, maybe
Right.
a bit bigger than Optimus
So that's
Prime.
how big the crystals are.
Like huge, like his hand, hand,
Oh.
you know, like a good solid grip. But he says that was never going to happen as a meteorite strikes, killing, quote unquote, them both, and obviously ending the life of the dinosaurs.
Oh, okay.
And then
Okay.
it cuts to modern time, and we see Jason, the soon-to-be Red Ranger, with a random lad who we never know the name of, bringing a
Is that
cow.
a nerd, wasn't he?
Oh, yes, you're like 10 minutes ahead of me, is what you're saying. He brings he's with this lad, bringing a cow into another school's locker room. So the idea is he's a football player, and he's bringing a cow, which is the mascot of the opposing football team, into the their locker room.
Why?
So the police show up as a prank.
Oh yeah.
I
Okay.
guess. There's a really strange wanking off a cow joke.
Wow.
It's like, oh, she seems really stressed. She shouldn't be. I milked her. He's like, is a he. What? Is a he. How many udders were they? One. He looks down, he's like, oh.
Damn.
Wow.
So the police show up. There's this
Risky
really cool. I never noticed this at first, but it's really cool. So the camera is in the car that he drives off in, and
Okay.
it's just spinning, and it's all one shot. As it kind of like starts at the front view, out the dashboard, goes all the way around, and all you can see is just like the obviously outside of the car moving past the windows and stuff. But it just goes around maybe 4 times for the full scene, and then obviously they crash into a lorry, and and then he gets arrested, breaks his knee, ruins his life, ends up in detention every Saturday for the rest of the year.
Well.
Then it comes up Power Rangers, but it doesn't come up Power Rangers like big flashy Power Rangers, and it comes up Power Rangers just in the bottom right corner of the screen, just like Power Rangers. It's supposed to be like dark, edgy Power Rangers. So in detention we meet Billy Cranston, the Blue Ranger, and Kimberly Hart, who is the Pink Ranger. Fun fact: Billy Cranston is actually named Billy Cranston because I've already forgot his name.
Brian. Is it?
Bryan Cranston, yeah, who plays Zordon in this, voiced a few characters in the original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers series, and they named him after him.
That's quite cool.
So there's that. And he's like Billy Cranston's got he's autistic, so he's lining up these pencils on his desk, and then Jason, and he's like, this bully comes up like, oh, maybe you want 2 pencils, and snaps one, and he's like, gets all like flustered because it's one of his things. And Jason sees this, doesn't like it, pushes him, and he's like, what are you doing? And his exact words are, what are you, 5? So this bully guy swings for him a couple of times, misses, and in retaliation, Jason just bitch slaps him across the face. And he's like, he holds his cheek and he's like, did you just slap me? He's like, yeah. Weird, right?
Yeah, it's a good thing, that.
Yeah, so on the way out of detention, he gives this speech like, oh, I guess this is detention, I'm new here, I'm going to be here every Saturday for what seems to be the rest of my life, I assume you are too, so don't sit next to me or him, and we won't have any problems. It's like, yes, sticking up for the little guy.
Yeah.
And then detention ends, they go outside, Billy's like, come hang out with me, like, basically he's like, please, he's like, I can't, I'm under house arrest. He's like, oh, I can trick that, I can sort that out for you, go, and if you do, you can use my car, or I have access to a car.
Wow.
So he sorts the thing out on his leg, the ankle thingy, blah blah blah.
Ankle bracelet.
That's the one, ankle bracelet. Then they go to a gold mine, which is where Billy wanted Jason to take him before Jason could borrow the car for a bit. Go to the gold mine where everyone just randomly happens to be.
Right.
So I've wrote down here. Zach is sat on top of what looks to be like a caravan, because he lives in a caravan, I think. Yeah, he lives in a caravan. Trini is, but he's got binoculars and he's watching Trini, who's going to be the Yellow Ranger. Zach's the Black Ranger, and she's like on top of a cliff doing like karate moves, just like studs doing like, do you know how they're doing like on a beach?
Yeah.
And just kind of waves her arms around like. She's doing that on top of a cliff, and he's like, oh, here she is, crazy girl, with his binoculars, calling her crazy. Kimberly is also not very far away, diving into like a lake, and Jason sees this, and he's like, she dives in. It's the person who plays Jasmine in the new Aladdin, I don't know if you know who that is.
Oh, yeah.
So he's like,
Seen that as well.
She dives in, and he doesn't see her for a bit, and he's like, oh, fuck. Oh, Kimberly! Takes his shoes off, goes to take his top off to dive in, and she shows up and like, oh, you say my name like you know me. Like, well, I do. We were in detention together. He's like, yeah. Don't really know each other though, do we? Then while all
just
this
saying
happens,
someone's name implies that you know him.
Yeah.
yeah,
Imagine that. I don't know many people's. I know John Cena's name. I don't know him. But I'm
Yeah.
not implying I know him. Interesting.
no. And while all this is happening, Billy blows up a cliffside. Because that's his thing. Like he used to go to this gold mine with his dad.
Not blow it up.
And look for stuff. You know.
Goals, presumably.
So yeah, he goes there and he blows a hole in the cliffside trying to impress his dead dad while talking to his dad in his head, like out loud, because you know,
They're crazy.
poor Billy.
Yeah, it all seemed a little bit crazy,
Nuts,
innit?
yeah.
Yeah, it's the thing about they made a point of making a very diverse cast. You've got the straight, normal white guy, white girl, black autistic Billy. Zach's an Asian, and Trini is a lesbian. It's all, but that's what Power Rangers has always been. There's always been like
Differences, yeah.
everything. If
Yeah.
that makes sense, ethnicity wise. But they don't rub it in your face. Like they're not going, yeah, she's that side of the road. Oh, you know, like cracking jokes all the time. Like,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
did you have fun with your girlfriend last night? Like, it's
That movie
very,
should be.
it's very natural. What?
That movie should be.
What?
Like,
Taking the piss out of?
no, not
Oh.
taking the piss, but like,
No, like just treating it natural.
Yeah.
Like a good character is a character that's written as a character, and then
Yeah,
we decide
not just
afterwards.
written. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Like,
Not just written
like
for
this, and all the characters are well acted and well, written. Apart from there's obviously the few little coincidences like them all being there at the same time.
Yeah.
yeah.
Little things like that is what brings the film down, but that's pretty much it. So yeah, he blows up this cliffside. They all run to see because obviously they just heard this explosion, and they've discovered in this bit of rock. Oh, because I forgot to say, like before Rita shows up at the beginning, Zordon buries the crystals, like just under like a little bit of dirt, and then obviously explosion, 65 million years passes, and they're in this cliffside that Billy blows up. Obviously not knowing, but the idea is like they choose who they want. You know, it's their destiny to be Power Rangers kind of thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, they dig out some coloured rocks, and then the mine security chase them. They all drive away. They all run away. So it starts off with Billy and Jason in the minivan driving off, the music and all this. They pull up. Trini and Kimberly dive in the side of the car and driving off. Other security guards are behind them, and Billy's driving. He's not a very good driver. And then Zach just lands on the roof out of nowhere, like he dives onto the roof, but because it's implied that he's mental as fuck. You know, he just doesn't give a shit. He'll do whatever.
Right.
You know, dives in the car, and then they're driving off, being chased. There's a train coming,
Oh wow.
and you're thinking, classic, dive in front of the train,
Yeah.
just in the nick of time. That gets wiped out by the train, and you just wake up the next day. You wake up the next day in the bedroom, in the bedrooms, their own specific bedrooms. I won't obviously go into too much detail, but basically, like, Jason wakes up and he's like, looks on his floor, his knee brace is on the floor because he broke his knee in that car at the beginning. And he's like, feels his knee, he's like walking fine. He goes into the bathroom, he's like ripped as fuck. And he's like, he looks at himself in the mirror as if to say, what the fuck's happened here?
Yeah.
But like, he's a professional football player, like, well, college football player.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should still be a certain
Yeah.
level of fitness. You think, yeah, true.
Yeah, and then but he leaves his power coin in his bedroom. He gets it out of his pocket, puts it on the side in his bedroom, goes into the bathroom, he's on the sink. He's like, and then he goes to throw up in the toilet. And then while he's throwing up in the toilet, he goes to grab the sink and just like breaks the sink. So
Why is he throwing up in a toilet?
I don't know. He looks in the mirror and kind of looks at his power coin, looks in the mirror, sees himself, and just kind of goes, and then coughs up in the sink, in the toilet, and then goes to grab the sink to grab
Yeah.
it,
It's the
just
classic
like
breaks the sink. Yeah.
breaks the sink. You see Billy in school. The bully approaches Billy in the school,
Oh god.
grabs his hand, and Billy's like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "I'm gonna break I'm gonna break your damn hand. And he's like, nothing's happening. He's like, cannot move his hand, and Billy's like, what? So he just headbutts him. Right, so the bully headbutts Billy, and Billy's like, as if nothing ever happened, he just knocks himself out.
No way.
Yeah.
Right, well, that's not alright, actually.
Been a while since I've seen the Power Rangers movie like that.
Yeah, it's all little, so kind of basically showing that they've all got
They've
super
all
strength
got
from
wrists
this.
and that,
They all go back to the place where they found the stones, and like, oh, did you wake up feeling different too? And Zach's like, yeah, did you wake up and jump over your house? Like, something like that. No, actually, no, not at all.
No.
Yeah. They fall down. There's like a big. Can you remember? There's a big like. Is it a chasm? Big hole between. A big crack
chasm,
basically between
Yeah.
cliffs. They jump over it.
Jesus, what a risky.
Yeah, because they all try and
They all-
they're all like going, "Oh, you jump over it first." And it's like, "No, I'm not. You do it first."
Yeah, because
They start arguing about who's going to
they're
jump first.
chasing Trini, and she just runs and jumps over it like nothing. Because obviously, I think she's done it already before this point.
Yeah.
And then Zach, I went to call him Zac Efron there. And Zach's like, "Okay, crazy girl, you like that? I'm crazy too." And some of the things like he's got like 2 bits where you're like, you're the weakest actor in this.
Right, I see, right.
That's one of them.
That's one of them,
He
right.
looks at me and goes, "Oh, yeah, I'm crazy too." Oh no, there's 3 bits. There's another bit when he dives in the car. He's like, "Are you crazy?" He looks at Jason and goes, "Yeah." And it's like, oh fuck's sake!
Oh,
Like,
God.
he's definitely the weakest link.
Yeah.
So anyway, yeah, he runs, jumps over. Jason and Kimberly are like, "No, you go, like you were saying."
Yeah.
And I think it's Kimberly. Oh, they both jump at the same time, don't
Yeah.
they? Kimberly pretty much lands it, and Jason face plants.
Oh, I was hoping it would be one of those things that, you know, The Simpsons, where it just, I can make it. Oh no.
Or like the Matrix when Morpheus just
He's
jumps
like,
over the building
"What?"
and he's like, "Okay." And Neil's just like, "Okay, I can do this.
Yeah.
And then runs, jumps. He's like, "I'm doing it."
Yeah.
Bang.
Like Spider-Man 2, where he's like,
Yeah, Tobey Maguire.
strong sense of what I want, strong feelings of what I want.
He's like,
I'm back. Oh.
"I'm not back."
And he's like, "My back,
Oh
my
my god.
back."
He's like walking off from the alleyway, like
setting
stomping
cars
his
alarms
back,
off and
like, oh.
stuff. Yeah.
What did? Here's a question for you though, Fish. What did you think of the suits for the Power Rangers movie?
I like that. We'll get onto them a bit later on because obviously I've
Fair enough.
almost got the plot. But yeah, I like them more in motion than I do. Like, when I first saw them, I was like,
I
they're
liked them. mate.
okay. But when you see them in the film,
They're running funny.
No, they actually
No.
run normal.
but they run normal, but they run like they've got suits on, like they've got this like almost not carpet carrying, but like almost.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
'Cause-
Well, like a certain person
Big-
from kitchen.
because they've got these big. They're not big suits. I've actually seen that little box there, Mook.
Yeah.
A red guy there.
Is that one of them?
That's this is
Yeah,
a
they look mint, man.
3 point. I've just coughed.
Thank God you have a drink there.
Yeah, this one's yours. Doesn't matter. I don't care. But yeah. So this is a 3.75-inch Red Ranger from the movie. Only cost me £3. That's why I bought him. It came with a little sword. Articulation's not very good. His arms only go up 80 degrees. He's only got single jointed arms that go to 90 degrees, and single jointed knees, which also only go 90 degrees. His head only twists. It doesn't tilt. I've got one good picture of it. So that's what they kind of look like.
Yeah, that is well different from the other ones, isn't it?
Yeah, like you can obviously see the Red Ranger up there
Yeah.
from
Big
90
difference.
I think it
miles.
looks really. I think the suits from the movie looked really good.
Yeah, it does. Like, because the whole idea is that it's armor, not spandex. But it obviously looks like spandex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But obviously this with the
Yeah, it looks like
with the Hollywood budget
I mean, I like
looks like.
the
armor.
helmets from
I like the
that
original
one.
helmets more
one.
than
I don't know which one that one's from. If you want to
which one.
elaborate, Fish. The red one.
Mighty Morphin. the
Yeah, I
original.
like the helmets from Mike Morphin ones, but I also like the helmets from that one.
Yeah, these
From the
they're
movie.
very. You can tell that they're designed off the helmets from them, because like this has got not so much in this because you can't really tell little small details, but like they've got like the Triceratops eyes and you know, because obviously that's a Triceratops mouth is the visor and that. But yeah, like you know, we've got like the whole inspired by Iron Man with the glowing chest in the middle and what have you. So I'm just gonna stand him there. Well, yeah, you can see it. I mean, like they run like that because the beat.
I'll get you.
Yeah. So anyway, so Billy jumps across the cliff. Only just makes it. He's like, "Yeah, I made it." He's like, standing right on the edge, going, "Yeah." Whoa! And falls down and like, fuck. Have we just killed this kid? Like, is he dead? Oh, like, well, what have we done? What have we done? And you hear him like, "Oh, it's okay, Daddy. You should really go." So they all dive down, and they find a spaceship underwater.
Oh.
It's like underwater, but like the water kind of stops at one point, like, and then they can put, you know what I mean? It's weird, like almost like a bubble, like, kind of thing. So yeah, they go in there. They meet Alpha, which terrifies the shit out of them. Kids will probably be scared of that scene where like Alpha shows up.
What's Alpha?
Ay.
Oh.
It's a massive redesign. Who, again, like the suits, looks so much better in motion than in the pictures. It looks like it's Bill Hader? Is that his name? The voice actor who plays him. He is
What's he called? What's his character called?
Alpha 5 Power. I'll find him for you. Power Rangers. Bill Hader, yeah. You'll know who he is as soon as you see him. This guy G.
Oh yeah, he's from.
He's in all sorts of stuff. Trainwreck.
Oh, what's he in?
Inside Out.
So
he's in It.
So it's not like this guy then.
It was nothing like that guy, no.
So this is the guy that Tom was last week calling a big toaster.
Yeah.
Oh.
The original Alpha.
I want to see
Alpha, like,
that's what I'm.
Really weird. I'll try and find.
Is it improvement or not really?
It's not really a good picture, that one. Oh, it's gonna go silent.
Oh, is that it? Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can tell it's kind of going with the same style that the. There's a better picture of the.
Creepy, that does.
There's a better picture of the Red Ranger's head. Like you can see the Triceratops inspiration in there, but it's obviously again made to look more like a.
That new Alpha looks mad.
Yeah, there's a better picture of the full costumes as well. Look, the costumes in motion look.
So is this Alpha meant to be?
So fucking cool. Like his arms extend and stuff. Alpha 5.
Is it meant to be a robot or like an alien?
He's an alien robot, so a bit both.
A Grievous, General Grievous type.
General Kenobi! As someone with your reputation, I expected you to be a little older. What was I saying? Where was I? Yeah, so they meet Zordon, who is this big head on a wall, and they're all like, what the fuck? They all try and morph for the first time, it doesn't work. And yeah, he tells them about.
It's cosplay.
It's a pretty decent cosplay, pretty accurate.
Oh, fag cosplay. That's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Question is, does he walk like him?
Yeah, I hope so.
He basically walks like C-3PO.
Is it? Right.
But I think he's got more of a head wobble.
Yeah, because he's got a bigger head. It's like a,
He's got a massive head,
it's
yeah.
like a flying saucer head, isn't it? There's yeah, he shows them like this weird vision. They wake up in bed, and they walk down the street, and all these people are turned to stone. Rita shows up, starts killing them, like just by touching them, they start like dying, and they wake up. And they're like, oh, so that's who Rita is. Meanwhile, some fishermen fish up Rita by accident, call the police, and she kills the police officer. And it's quite scary, like horror filmy-ish.
Yeah.
Like she's in like a plastic bag, on like
Yeah.
quote unquote dead
Body bag. Yeah.
on the side, and she's like, the guy's got his torch out, and he gets his radio, and he's like, oh, I've got a deceased female that blah blah blah, and then she just kind of gets up behind him and just dives at him. It's like quick camera shakes and stuff, like
Alright.
really horror-y thing. But her goal throughout this film is to get as much gold as she can to build Goldar, which is, you can't really see him, but he's like the gold monkey man.
Oh yeah.
It looks nothing like that. It was a massive thing was that the Megazord and Goldar do not look anything like they're supposed to look.
Right.
As cool as the Zords look in this film, when they morph together to make the Megazord, it looks a bit weird. Like, they don't look anyway. Like that pop final on there would look so cool in a proper live action CGI.
Yeah, but it doesn't look anything like that.
No, it looks. Again, in the film, looks better, but as like an action figure and a poster, I don't like him. So yeah, her goal is to get as much gold as she can to make Goldar the Power Rangers. Billy has to find the Zeo Crystal, which he does, and then they all have to also train to become Power Rangers, but they also have to learn each other, like get to know each other.
Yeah.
And there's because they can't morph, like whereas in the Power Rangers they just go, oh, let's try using our morphers. It's morphin' time! And then they turn into Tyrannosaurus Rex, and it's like transforms. Pterodon!
Mastodon!
Mastodon, yeah. Mastodon! Pterodactyl! Triceratops!
Chicken!
What?
A chicken.
Chicken! What the fuck? Yeah, so it's not like that. It's they have to have like a friendship, like a bond, before they can actually do it.
Right, okay.
Kind of like a relationship. And then
Like a marriage.
and they can't. And
Jokes.
but there is like a really cool scene where like Alpha 5's like, to give you some motivation, I'm going to show you the Megazords. So he shows them the Megazords. Or the Zords, sorry. It's not your Megazord when they transform together. So shows them the Zords, and they really cool. Like, I'll find a picture for you. I've got a picture of like from behind.
Do you
them.
not think though that there's too many changes, like that they've changed it too much from the original?
In some ways, I do
Yeah, but
kind
they
of
change
think.
it all the time, though, don't they? Like every Power Ranger series or movie is being different.
Yeah, but that's the thing. This is based off Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Yeah, like
which is why so many people were so pissed off.
like the Mighty Morphin
because-
Power Rangers, like the White Ranger had like sort of shoulder blades,
Oh yeah.
There's
like
big
something that you would
shield.
see on a
You can see it
lightsaber.
there. And
Oh,
the
yeah,
action
yeah.
figure.
Like you don't see that on the Red Ranger or Pink Ranger or Yellow Ranger or anything.
No, but he's like that because there's probably a chronological reason. But there's the Megazords. I keep doing it.
Yeah, the Megazords on the new movie
the
look
Zords.
mint.
Oh yeah, they do look different, don't
They do look really cool.
But they take them out for a joyride when they first
No.
discover them.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. The Black Ranger, like, they're walking away from them, talking and like, oh, blah 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 blah, and they're like, where's Zach? And he just cuts to outside. He comes diving through a cliff, from wherever this base is, diving out of this cliff, in his. What is it? What did you say? What was the word you said when I said Tyrannosaurus? Triceratops, Mastodon, in his Mastodon, which is a fucking, it's a mammoth. It comes out diving out of it, and I swear down, it is either it's the same filming location or it's CGI'd stock footage from the scene where Optimus Prime rides on top of the T-Rex.
okay.
It looks exactly the same.
That part of the world just getting messed with these monsters.
That bit where the valley comes diving out, down across the road and up it just looks exactly the same, almost to a T. I kind of feel like they've just gone.
Yeah, maybe.
Because I know some films borrow
they
some
do, obviously,
footage
yeah.
and then the CGI bits over it. I imagine that's what they've done. But then there's these nuns. There's just a van full of nuns driving on this road, and then it's like, they're all singing like a song, like a. What have you googled here?
It's getting the Mastodon picture.
What? Yeah. So they're all singing this gospel, something like a church song,
Yeah.
and then the just in the background you see this like, just like goes past them in the background, like destroying everything.
Yeah. This
And
giant.
then it comes crashing through back into the cliff.
Does the nun see it?
No.
Oh.
It comes crashing into the cliff, they're all like, "Oh fuck!" And there's this like rock slide basically happens behind them, and it stops, and they're all like, he dives out like, "Oh my god, how cool was that? Did you see that?" And Jason's like, "What are you doing?" And they start pushing each other, and then they're arguing and just start punching each other. I don't mean like having a fight. Literally, one by one, punched, 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 and Billy's like in the middle of it, like, "Oh my god, what's going on here?" And he just goes, "Stop it!" And then it's like everyone's like, "Whoa," looking at him, and he's like, he's morphed into his blue Ranger armor, and he's like, you see, that's when you first see him in the film, apart from at the beginning, and it's like, you kind of see this really cool like first person on his hands,
okay.
and he's like, "Whoa!" And then he demorphs, and Zordon's like, "Fucking get out!"
Tyrannosaurus Rex.
And Zordon's like, "Get out!
Oi, sling your hook.
Yeah, you're all useless. We're
It's not
doomed.
wrong.
We're doomed. Fuck off." Basically, is what he says.
Yeah.
So they leave. Trini's house gets invaded by Rita. She basically says, "Join my side and I'll let you live." And take all the Rangers to this place, so I can kill you all. And she's like, "No." Oh no! Before that scene, there's another really well character-driven scene. They're all sat around a fire, and they all leave after that bit. Zach's like, "I'm gonna sit up here and set a fire." You don't know at this point why.
Is a wild character.
Yeah, he tells you why he's does this fire thing in a minute. So he's sat round. He's like, "Do you want to chill with me and have a fire?" Meanwhile, Jason storms into Zordon's room, I guess, where he's talking to Alpha and he's like, "I need them to be able to morph so I can come back to life and save the planet from Rita." And he walks in, he's like, "Oh, so you're just using us then?" Like, as a proper go at him. He walks out anyway, so they're all sat around this fire, just talking about who they are and stuff. And it turns out you find, I've got it written down, you find all sorts of stuff about the characters here. It's just start talking. Like, it's a really good scene. I've got here. So Zach tells them about his mum who's sick. She's dying. The reason he sets his fire up is because sometimes he's scared to go home in case she's dead, essentially. So that's quite dark. Billy loves country music. He's like, "I got a secret. I love country music." He's like, "Me and my dad."
Quite the secret.
But then he's like, "Because I've rotated the screen, it's gone right back to the fucking top."
Do you think he considers Old Town Road a country song? I'm
Old
gonna
Town Road.
take my horse to the Old Town Road. I'm gonna ride till I can't no more.
Good song.
Yeah, so Billy loves country music, and he doesn't miss his dad as much, or feel as out of place when he's with the Power Rangers. Trini is always the new girl. 3 schools in 3 years, reveals that she's interested in girls, and her family just want her to be normal. Then after that scene, because Jason's like, "You already know who I am," and Kim's like, "Not today, please." It turns out she's like sent a picture around of somebody. I don't know if it's a nude. It's implied that it's a nude. It might not be a nude. It's probably a nude. But she sent it around, and Jason's like, "That doesn't make you a bad person. You did one bad thing. Doesn't mean you're an awful person overall." I mean, he kind of does a little bit, doesn't he?
Bit bad, isn't it? It's a bit bad.
Who does that and then thinks they're normal?
Mm.
Do you send
What do you
nudes
think?
around? I imagine you do that, don't you?
What?
Send people's nudes around.
No.
Think of it, if that film was done this year, she'd be as locked up as Harvey Weinstein was.
Yeah.
Maybe not, that's maybe a bit far, but yeah, still a bit of a... She probably got the worst thing.
Yeah.
What do you think the difference is sending nudes around, liking country music?
My mum's dying.
Maybe I was saying,
Yeah.
liking country music, the most heinous of crimes.
Yeah, so... And then Trini gets invaded by Rita, almost kills her, and she's like...
Maybe the pictures were of Rita.
Maybe yeah. So they all meet up. Like, right, Jason's like, "Well, let's go get her. We know where she's going to be. Let's go get Rita." So they go get Rita. They get fucked up straight away, tied to a boat. Billy tells her where the crystal is, which is underneath a Krispy Kreme donut store, which is a great product placement. So underneath the Krispy Kreme donut store, and as she's leaving, he does that to save everyone else's life. As she's leaving, sorry, she's like, "Oh, Zordon would think I've lost my way if I don't kill one of you." So she just murders him.
She kills Billy.
Blasts him, and he falls into the water. So Billy's dead.
No way.
So they drag him out, and they're like, "Oh my God, Billy!" They're like crying and stuff. They take him to Zordon. He's like, "There must be something you can do for him."
And he's dead.
Like, no, he's dead. And then Jason blames himself, and it's like super sad. And he gives this big speech, and he's like, how good of a person he was. And he's like, "I'd trade my life for his if I could." And it's like, they're all like, "Yeah, me too." And then it's like the morphing, like they stand on this like grid, the morphing grid. It all starts like blows up and glows, and Alpha's like, "Oh, Zordon, it's your chance." So he like sinks away, it all goes dark, lights up again. Zordon reappears. He's like, "Zordon, you're still here?" And then Billy wakes up. It's like only one person could come back, and it's like, that's when he kind of trusts them to save the world.
Yeah.
And like they all stand on the circle of things. Because now at this point he's cut away. And at this point you've seen Rita make Goldar and give her old.
Right.
Make my monster.
You do need to watch it though.
grow." Yeah. They stand on the morphing grid. You get the classic. It's morphin' time. But instead of going, "It's morphin' time!" Which would have been so cool.
Yeah, they don't, like in the movie, it doesn't cut to where they go, "It's morphin' time!
It's morphin' time! No, it's just,
Mastodon!"
as they're walking around, they all step onto the thing, and then Jason walks up to it, looks down at it and goes, "It's morphin' time." Steps on, they all kind of go, "Whoa!" Like, they don't flip up, like, fly off in the air, they just kind of, like, feel the energy, and then...
Yeah, I think that was
kind
the
of
best thing about
circles.
the classics Power Rangers, where when it was morphing time, they like sort of jumped in the air.
It's morphin' time! No, they didn't, they stood with their arms,
No,
like,
they did that, but when when it was like just before they showed all the Power Rangers just like land, it just showed you like them all jumping in the air doing like a
just like
backflip.
just like, the camera's looking up. And
Yeah, the
kind of
camera's
front
looking up
flip
and it's
over
just
the camera.
like, yeah.
Yeah.
That was like, you knew that the Power Rangers were here.
That was that they were transitioning into the Japanese footage, is what.
Yeah.
So yeah, and the camera kind of like spirals around them all, and they're all like looking at their arms, as the armor like forms around them.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Right.
Sort of like Iron Man's.
Yeah, kind of like Infinity War, Iron Man.
Infinity War
kinda like,
and Endgame.
yeah. So, and then they walk out in slow motion, like a line of them. And you're like, "Fucking yeah!" And then they dive up the start. It's really cool. Like they dive up through the water. On the way up through the water, they're like throwing each other at the putties, which are the bad guys. Which again, I forgot to mention. The putties before were just like people in grey, look like people in grey suits with rock heads and rock hands.
Right. Yeah.
These like full-on rock CGI monsters.
Right.
And no, not Dwayne.
Not Dwayne the Rock Johnsons.
An army of them. They would be in trouble.
They wouldn't stand a chance, would they? Just be people elbowing people all day.
People's eyebrow.
Yeah,
Imagine
so
if you got, because obviously all these people, they get super strength from that after they've had these crystals. Imagine if someone who's already like the Rock picks up one of these crystals,
yeah.
would he decrease?
Nah,
It just levels
I
out.
think he'd stay the same.
Yeah.
He'd be like,
They'd keep him the same, but they'd just make a bigger suit for him. Like the point you made when he was like, "Oh, he needs to bulk." He's like bulking up, and he like.
But he doesn't
Why?
need to. He doesn't need
But
to.
he doesn't.
Oh, you don't
Like-
need to bulk up anymore, mate. You're already
If he
an
bulks
actual
up
mountain.
anymore, he's gonna be the size of.
They're going to end up calling him the Floor. He's going to be that big.
No, he's gonna be like the size of the guy from I think it was Fast 6 when they were on the aeroplane. It was Vin Diesel versus
Vin Diesel
and The Rock versus Shaw
and random
Run
henchman.
Shaw and that really big guy.
Yeah.
Like he's the only guy that's bigger than The Rock.
Yeah. John Cena's bigger than The Rock.
Muscle-wise, yeah.
I'm tall. He's taller than him. I've seen them standing next to each other in a wrestling ring. Yeah, he's taller than him.
No, The Rock's taller.
Oh, he's taller than him.
The Rock's
Hey
very
Google,
tall.
who's taller, John Cena or Dwayne The Rock Johnson? You ready for this?
Okay, Google. Who's taller, Dwayne The Rock Johnson or John Cena?
On the website Quora.com, they say Dwayne Johnson. As you will see, The
Oh.
Rock is 4 inches taller than John
4
Cena and
inches.
some 9
I
pounds
swear
heavier.
down, it looks.
To find out more, look for the link in your Google Home or Google Assistant
I don't
app.
want to.
And point made. Thank you.
So anyway, that's not what we were talking about.
Just shows who's a bigger wrestler fan.
I don't like wrestling. So they're fighting, like throwing each other up at the Rock people in the water, like bursting them into bits and stuff. And they shoot up and they land on a cliffside. And it's like this really cool like fight scene, which was initially longer, but they cut it down. And by the way, this is like the last half an hour of the film
Yeah.
we're in now. Not even that, like 20 minutes.
I was
Like,
disappointed
takes-
that they didn't make another one continuing from that one.
Well, they were going to, but it didn't really make much in the box office because a lot of people look at Power Rangers and go,
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. yeah.
like, how many
The
people?
minute-
How many people have I said, "Oh, I'm watching Power Rangers Lost Galaxy, by the way, it's really good," and everyone's just kind of gone, because it's Power Rangers, it's this wacky.
yeah.
thing.
It's got.
Well, that's why they didn't get.
But
A
I think
sequel.
instead of making a
But it
movie,
did- it
they
did
should have made
critically well,
a
like-
series. They should have made it like Netflix series.
Yeah, imagine if they made a Netflix series of this. They
Yeah.
there is a comic.
Same
which
same
follows
actors
this.
and stuff. And they made a series. I think it would have.
Well,
I
it's
think it
expensive
would have
budgets,
done
innit?
better in the box office.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have had the same sort of level of budget though, would you? For the
Well, yeah,
sequel?
you would like.
But this doesn't have a very big budget, which is why, like, you don't
Oh, you
see them
haven't seen
until the
them,
very
right.
end. Yeah. So they're fighting these monsters, and it's some really cool fighting. To be fair, like you see the Red Ranger, he dives over one, while somebody else is kicking this other one, and he pulls like this energy sword out of nowhere because that's it kind of like forms out of his hand, slices some people. It's really really cool, and then but they instantly get overthrown.
Yeah.
Like, I would have liked to see a massive Power Ranger showdown, but like, they don't.
Like the classics.
They all like dive up, superhero land, all at the same time, all in order, just like land and start
And
fighting.
then in the corner you see Deadpool going, superhero landing, superhero landing.
Yeah, but it's all it's like 2 minutes long, 5 minutes long
Right.
for the fight.
So you can tell it's been cut down a lot.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
there's like an alternate fight scene on the internet somewhere, which is obviously just stuntmen
Yeah.
doing it, and it is a bit longer, but so yeah, they're fighting. Like, oh, there's too many of them. Zach's like, I'll be back. Jumps off the edge of the cliff, then dives back up in his Zord, destroys loads of bad guys, and they all get in their own Zords, and this is the best part of the film. They get in the Zords, and they run across the cliffside, just like in the original film. The music kicks in, go go Power Rangers, and like running, like just like in the film. They kind of ruin it a little bit because Billy can't power his Zord properly. He kind of like runs in backwards and stuff. And it literally, as good as that scene is, it cuts away from the music straight away, and it starts playing Kanye West's Power.
Who wants to listen to Kanye West?
No one going to hear from the power. Clock's ticking, I can't find the hour, or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the ruin songs like that.
But like, it's still pretty cool. Like the flying, like air striking things. The Tyrannosaurus is like biting biting putty while shooting with shoulder guns, and they start fighting Goldar. And the kill. I don't say they almost kill Rita. Like the pterodactyl picks up the Triceratops and throws him at the Goldar, and he goes through Goldar and
Christ.
pretty much only just misses Rita, and she's like on the floor, and Goldar collapses to the floor as if he's dead.
Yeah.
And they're all like, "Yay, it's dead!" But then it's like his gold kind of like forms and picks her up, and then
Yeah, but
she's
you
fine.
also you forgot to mention who played Rita.
Oh yeah, Elizabeth Banks.
Charlize Theron.
Is it Charlie?
Is it?
Oh, it might be Elizabeth. Hey Google, who plays Rita Repulsa in the latest Power Rangers movie? I'm sure it's Elizabeth Banks, you know.
Rita Repulsa was played by Julia Cortez.
No, she wasn't. You big tool. I swear down, if it turns out...
I'm sure it's... The main villain in Power Rangers movie was played by Charlize Theron.
Maybe it was. Elizabeth Banks.
Is it?
Yeah. Lizzie Banks. She plays...
Oh, yeah.
She plays so true to the original form that it looks out of place.
Right.
Why did I
Everyone's...
think it's Charlize Theron then?
I don't know.
Sort of looks similar. I thought it was Charlize
Sort
Theron.
of like the same style of actors, I guess.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. But like the player, she plays her so true to the form of the original, which is all wacky and
Yeah.
stuff. It's a bit out of place. Like these
Like too much.
five pretty much new actors. Like, the person who plays Jason's the guy from Stranger Things,
I've not seen
the
that.
bully from Stranger Things. Have you seen-
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
But this was the only thing I've ever seen him in ever before. Apparently, RJ, or whatever his name is, who plays Billy, is in other stuff. But like,
I think it sounds like one of those films. And if our Hollywood connection had been around at that time, he could have
yeah,
been a Power Ranger.
I could picture him as a Power Ranger.
Yeah, could you imagine?
Yeah. That guy with that really difficult name to pronounce. Yeah, don't try it. It's a really weird name. He wasn't here when we started telling people about our
No.
Hollywood
No,
connection.
exactly.
So yeah, anyway. So he, so they're all like these relatively new actors, like proper trying, and you can tell, and they're all really good.
And then this.
And then she's like this really
Comical
high class
villain.
actor, and she's being like comicky and cartoony as fuck, and it's like weird. So Goldar opens up a hole in the floor, finds the crystal. They all stand in front of him, and they're all shooting him and like pushing against him. He pushes them down the hole, right? And then they fall into the Megazord because like they're all like on the way down. They're all like, I don't care if I'm dying as long as I'm dying with you. As long as we're all going down together, that's what counts. They form the Megazord. Comes up and stands there, and Rita's like, what is this?
Look, oh, not another one.
Yeah.
And they all it stands up. It's like, whoa, and he goes to walk and just decks it. He just steps forward, just goes, and it's like, turns out there's 5 people, there's 5 body parts. There's Billy and Zach are in one of the legs each. Kimberly's one of the arms. Trini's one of the arms, and Jason's like the head, or maybe like the chest area.
Yeah.
So they all have to control parts of the body and like, yeah. And then
So it's sort of like Pacific Rim.
yeah, like,
Yeah,
in a sense.
One
like,
part of the Brit, like there's 2 people
control
controlling the. Oh, what do they call them?
Jaegers.
Jaegers, yeah. Where one part's controlling one side of the brain, and the other one's controlling the other side.
Yeah.
So there's left leg, left arm, right leg, right arm.
And then like, I guess Jason just has to tell everyone what to do because he's just in the middle. He doesn't really move anything. Maybe he turns their head left and right. So yeah, then the fights Goldar. Rita goes into Goldar to make him more powerful and to basically control him. And the fight and stuff. He pulls out this sword. It's a really cool shot as well. Like he pulls out this sword, and it just kind of grows out of his arm, but it like comes out, like crashes through the corner of a building. It just looks really cool. Just looks cool. And like they do a bit from the training montage, like a callback from the training montage, like the duck. What's it called? You'll know, 'cause it's like a wrestling move. Is it a tombstone? No, it's not tombstone. That's when they basically flip it over the head. Haymaker.
Powerbomb.
Powerbomb.
I think so. Where you
Where the
have him through the knee, like bang, and then you sort of put it over your head, and then their legs.
basically fall backwards and deck them. Yeah.
Yeah, their legs are on.
It's somewhat similar to that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's like, and Jason's like, Kimberly, reach behind our back, I've got swords. And they pulls out these 2 swords, stabs Goldar dead. And Rita's like, no! You think because you defeated me, no, nothing else will gonna happen? Proper sequel baits, but like almost like in a good way. Like, more will come. Now they know the crystal is here. That more will come. It's like, I think you should give us the power coin so we can give it to Zordon. And they're like, no, Zordon will not judge me. Jumps at them, and bitch slaps her to the moon. Like, literally. It dives at me and she just goes, like, sonic boom, bitch slap. Like, there's a sonic boom off her when contact is made.
But they shouldn't.
That is a slap.
They shouldn't end movies where it looks like it's gonna be. There's gonna be another one.
But they had it planned. They were gonna make 7 films.
Wow.
But
7.
But because everyone went, it's Power Rangers. Nothing happened. But now Hasbro owns Power Rangers, and they are going to make a film. Just like they started re-releasing all the figures.
Good.
So the slap, I mean, it's not going to follow this film. It's going to be a completely new film. But I don't care. I just want more Power Rangers.
Yeah.
So they slap him away.
Hashtag Power Rangers.
Hashtag bring me more Power Rangers, yeah. Go fight to the moon, and then it stands there looking cool, and all the people start clapping and stuff, and people start taking photos, and who starts taking photos but the original Pink Ranger and the original Green Ranger, Tommy and the original Tommy and the original,
Yeah,
I did miss a part as well, like during the fight scene.
They're saying anything?
No, they just kind of go, yeah, and start taking photos, and then like.
Do you reckon it'll connect in with the old, like from when there were the Power Rangers, or
What do you mean?
like the Marvel universe is all connected?
If Hasbro make a film, you mean?
Yeah.
No, I don't think it will. But I'm excited because if Hasbro make this film, every Hasbro film that has based off a toy that Hasbro has made, G.I. Joe, Transformers, and basically Transformers and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. They made G.I. Joe as well, but they were only a bit meh. But they're like, the main characters have to be these big CGI bulking monsters or robots. So they've had to go to the side to the human characters, which have ended up being the shittest because they've kind of make them up, like Sam Witwicky and Mark Wahlberg. I don't even know his name, that's how good he is. But with the Power Rangers, they're people.
They're human beings. Yeah.
So they can focus on the people like they want to.
Yeah.
And please the fans because they are the actors, they are the characters. So there's another scene as well. Going back to the running thing that I said. While it's all fighting, like Jason's dad's trying to find him and he crashes his car and it nearly sets on fire. And Jason, in his full Power Ranger get up, runs in.
FYI, Fish is just running a toy Power Ranger across the table.
Yeah, saves his dad, and you kind of see this look in his. He's like, take my hand, and you kind of see this look in his dad's eyes if he's like kind of knows who he is. Obviously, he's not allowed to tell him who he is. So, yeah, just put him in this running pose out. Yeah. But when they slap Rita as well, it's like, did you slap him? Yeah. Funny, right? Like, call back to the beginning of the film. Yeah. But it is a good film, and I definitely recommend you watch it.
Yeah.
I've definitely just spoiled it.
Yeah.
3 films you need to watch for next time.
4. 5.
5.
Bad Boys 1.
Bad Boys 1. Bad Boys 2.
Bad Boys 3.
Power Rangers.
Bumblebee. Power Rangers.
Wow, that's a lot of films.
Obviously, you got to go to the cinema to watch Bad Boys 3.
Amazon Prime has Power Rangers on it. Because when I wanted to watch it, I was like, I need to dig through my... That there is all my Blu-rays in that little drawer there. That big drawer there.
Nice.
I was like, I don't want to dig through from a Blu-ray player... From a Blu-ray, sorry. Oh, I'll ask Jeagle. I'm not going to say the word because they're like, I don't understand what you're saying. I had to ask Jeagle if it was on Amazon. It was like, yes. I was like, yay. I just put it on Amazon Prime. So it's on Amazon Prime. So it's the original one from 1993. Don't watch that, it's weird. You know, it's actually chronologically, it's in a separate timeline to the original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So overall in film, what would you give it out of 10?
8.
Oh, right, really?
What, the 2017 one?
Yeah.
I'd probably give it a 7.
Yeah, probably give it a high 8 because I'm biased. But like the
But
suits,
you don't think like the changes were
yeah,
that?
The suits
they
were...
tried to make it more grown up
Yeah.
than they needed to. Like there's fan art on the internet of them original costumes that look gritty and hardcore, and they look like they could be in a live action
Yeah,
film.
yeah. Oh, you could easily
Like-
do those old costumes, like revamp them, but not change
Yeah.
them too much, couldn't you?
Like, yes, they changed the suits, they changed the Megazord, they changed the look of Zordon. Zordon. They changed the look of Alpha 5, and they changed the look of Rita, and then they changed the look of the putties as well. Literally, what?
And the Megazord.
On the yes, I said the
And
Megazord,
Goldar.
I think. On Goldar, literally changed the look of everyone. The origin stories are different. They don't in the originals. They never had powers when they
Does that
weren't
not know
morphed.
you a bit though? Because like obviously
It
you've
does a little
gone
bit,
to watch
but
the
then
film for what you know, and then nothing you know
yeah,
is.
but you
what
kind of find all that in the trailer though as well.
Yeah. I don't watch the trailers. If a movie's coming out that I want to see, yeah, I'll probably watch the one trailer, but that's the only trailer I'll watch, and then I won't watch any other trailers because the directors and stuff need to stop putting
It's not
out
the directors,
like
though.
about 5 trailers, because in the end you're gonna be putting like most of the movie on
Yeah, there's a lot of trailers that you
on
can
adverts.
find a lot of the film
Yeah.
out of. Yeah, so many times now you watch trailers and you think like the ones that used to be quite bad for it. Well,
Sony,
Sony, terrible. You can see the film is basically done in short in the film.
Universal as well recently. Like the Invisible Man film is basically the trailer. Apparently,
Really.
yeah.
Well, there was the film Minions when that first came out. The trailer for that was the trailer was it basically showing you just the funny bits. I went to
Yeah, what's the point in it?
I went to see it with I think it was with
Not
Mrs.
saying names. Yeah.
and we were like, we only saw the funny bits. I missed the first couple of minutes because I had to go to the toilet.
Ah, he's one of them.
You went
Always
you went
go
to
to
see
the
Minions,
I
that
didn't
was his
I
first
didn't need
mistake,
it
so-
before the film started. But as soon as the film started, I was like, oh fuck, I need the toilet.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right.
Always go to the toilet whether you need to or not.
Yeah.
Films that ruin
Excuse
the
me.
Yeah, it's
funniest
got good
bits.
hip rotation.
You that's what you get
Wish
with
I could
films
do
that
that.
go for a comedy. Yeah.
I don't want to know why.
Wish I could do the splits.
I don't
Yeah,
want to know
no,
why.
yeah, don't finish that. Yeah, comedy films ruin the funny bits sometimes. The trailers, action films sometimes ruin the action bits.
Yeah.
Like I always wear that with Marvel films and stuff. Like when you see the trailers, you go, "Oh, it's
Yeah.
all of the fight scenes done."
That's the thing with
But they're
Marvel. I didn't understand why they put out about 3 or 4 trailers like for one film, like for Infinity War and Endgame.
You still didn't have a fucking clue what was going to happen though.
Yeah, but like,
Like,
But
they
the
did it
ones
well.
you do know are the Spider-Man ones.
Yeah.
Like when
Spider-Man's
Spider-Man,
really
the
bad
first
for it
Spider-Man film
because of
trailer.
it was
Sony.
like they showed Spider-Man and Mysterio in I think it was like the first trailer. I was like,
I mean, yeah, but
Why?
the worst one was the first Spider-Man film. Like you could,
No, the
you could tell the full
advertised.
story.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you
The
could
Amazing
see,
Spider-Man 2 was awful for that. They
Oh.
like literally showed everything.
I actually watched Amazing
Like-
Spider-Man 1 and 2 the other day on
Really?
Sky Now TV. It was on live TV, and I just thought, you know what, I'll stick it on.
I've got
did it match
all
up to.
Yeah, to be honest, I did like like Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man, to be fair, because I thought it was quite good, and Emma Stone's Gwen Stacy was a good one. Thought she
Yeah.
was quite good.
not quite
But I didn't
Probably
like
right,
the Green Goblin. I don't know what the actor's name is, but he was a good. He did play a Green Goblin good, but it's
But
just that
It's hard to do
it
trailers.
didn't have a mask. The Green
Yeah.
Goblin in the first one had a mask.
But it's hard to do trailers, I think, because obviously you want to show your best bits. Like if you're showing off your film, you want to show the best bits because that's what you think the best bits are. You want to drag people out to the film.
you know, like the
But
power.
then if you show
yeah,
too
but
much
you-
of the best bits, yeah, exactly.
Remember the Power Rangers trailer didn't show you much.
You know,
No, because there isn't much to show.
you can do it. I mean, some trailers do it really well.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Some trailers, you do get away with like it's enough to entice you in, but not enough to spoil it. But
Yeah, but then you get some
it's
trailers.
rare these days.
You get
isn't
some movies that show a trailer and the trailer looks shit, but when you go to the cinema and see it, it's like fucking hell, that was mint.
Yeah, like
that was like
Edge of
much better.
Tomorrow.
The trailer
Have you seen that?
didn't even do it justice.
Oh, you
Have
even
you
got
seen Edge of Tomorrow?
End of.
Edge of Tomorrow. Tom Cruise, every time he dies, comes back to life.
Oh yeah.
He's fighting an alien war.
With Emily Blunt.
You've
Yeah.
got the other thing that started happening in trailers recently, or it did with the Star Wars films particularly, where the stuff that happens in the trailer won't happen in the film.
Yeah,
It'll
because
just
there's
be
that many
separate
reshoots
footage,
and
yeah.
fucking. Oh, yeah.
You go in, you could watch the trailer and you can watch the movie. And you can literally, it's like half the trailer
Yeah.
didn't happen.
I'll
in
tell
the
you what, I
movie.
did enjoy the
famous
Rise of the
example.
Skywalker. I saw that in cinema and that was brilliant.
Oh, yeah, big
Famous
one.
example of the trailer thing is like the whole beginning of Thor Ragnarok was in the trailers. It's completely different in the film, innit? Like it's originally he had it all in like an alleyway in a city or somewhere, didn't he? And then it's actually on a cliff top now because they changed it. They changed how Odin dies and stuff.
Oh yeah, true. But I mean, you've got Marvel are quite clever with how they do their trailers. I think they're quite clever because they often do stuff to remove spoilers. So obviously, they did the famous. They put in Thor's eye in the trailer when obviously in the film he's
Yeah.
lost his eye by that point.
Yeah.
Spoiler.
Yeah.
And you know they famously do the thing where they leave people guessing when they've got scenes because you're going like,
Thanos had more Infinity Stones in the
Yeah.
film than he did in that part in the trailer and stuff like
and
that.
you know
yeah.
and stuff like you'll look at a scene and go, oh, have they cut a character out of there and
Yeah.
stuff like that. And
Yeah.
Sometimes they have and sometimes the space
It's like-
so it looks like they have but they actually
Yeah,
haven't.
so-
Oh, which
Yeah.
was the end?
as I said, the only Marvel films that have been particularly bad are the ones that Spider-Man do, but it's Sony that do those trailers.
Yeah.
So they're shocking. Like I remember watching the Spider-Man Homecoming, and I watched the trailer and I was like, I know the whole plot of this film. Obviously,
They
Spider-Man's
did,
gonna.
they did well with Far From Home though, because as a comic book person, I know that Mysterio's going to be a bad guy. But to the average person who's never read the comics, doesn't know who Mysterio is, would have watched that trailer and gone,
Maybe, yeah, true.
Yeah.
look at who are these big fire people? that
Obviously, if
fight
you're
you?"
gonna do a film with Mysterio as the villain, that's always gonna be what happens.
Yeah. I mean, when I saw when I think it was Age of Ultron at the end, Brie Larson's Captain Marvel was supposed to be at the end. Where Captain America says Avengers, and then he about to say assemble for like bringing out the new Avengers.
Oh yeah.
So the Scarlet Witch,
Yeah, she was
Falcon,
She was going to be in that film, wasn't she? But then she wasn't.
and Captain Marvel
Yeah.
was supposed to be next to Scarlet Witch, but there's some reason to cut her out.
I can't remember.
Yeah,
the
because I remember
reason for that,
I'm sure Brie Larson said it in an interview or something. I remember hearing about it.
So at the end of the day, Power Rangers movie, is it the best film ever made? No. You're not going to watch it and go, wow,
No,
this definitely needs as many
I've only
awards.
watched it once.
This definitely needs as many awards as Saving Private Ryan. You know,
Did you not think that the product placement was a bit jarring?
no.
Because Krispy Kreme's in it a lot.
Like
isn't it?
everyone, like the scene in Man of Steel where Superman gets punched through an IHOP,
Yeah.
and then somebody throws a truck at him or something. Or the Amazing Spider-Man 2 where they're in Times Square and there's all the Coca-Cola signs and Sony and
Sony.
all of that, and I'm like, it's Times Square. It's known for that, and like, I think if it's done well, it grounds it in the real world. Like,
Yeah.
there might be an IHOP in that town. Just because there is one doesn't mean you can't get shot through it. Like, yeah, there's definitely going to be signs for Sony.
But isn't Krispy Kreme in it everywhere? Like, there's
Coca-Cola.
Krispy Kreme vans driving around. Obviously, the part of the
No,
plot's based
there's-
on a Krispy Kreme. And
There's a Krispy Kreme, obviously, the plot part that's based on Krispy Kreme. I'm just going to stand him up. There's Krispy Kreme, the plot point of Krispy Kreme, obviously. Then there's there's a scene where they're sat in Krispy Kreme, like a montage scene during the training scene. Like, is it Karate Kid, where they've got like a bit of food on a chopstick and they're like fighting with the chopsticks? That in Krispy Kreme, they actually cut the cameo out of that part as well. Like, they were going to look to the left, and Tommy, the original Tommy and the original Kimberly were going to be sat there and they were going to be like,
And in is it Iron Man 3? Where was
he's
it
sat
Iron
on
Man
top of a donut store, isn't
Yeah, he's like,
he? It's not Krispy Kreme, but it's
and Nick Fury comes over and goes, "Sir, I'm gonna have to ask you to exit the donut."
yeah,
And he's like, "Ah,
yeah.
fuck."
But again, it doesn't bother me. Michael Bay bothers me, and like the Fast and the Furious, where he's like, "No, I'd rather drink a Corona." It's like, pulls out a bucket of Corona. That's
You're-
jarring.
You
And
was-
like in Transformers 5, where
Is that
Mark
Age of
Wahlberg
Extinction?
walks up and just like cracks open a bottle of Bud Light and downs it right in front of you.
And you're going, what's this adding to the film?
Yeah, or there's like that type of stuff is annoying, but it's just, I mean, yeah, it's bad, but
Yeah.
they need to make more money than just how they're doing it. I mean, so we were gonna watch. I've talked about Power Rangers a lot longer than I expected
You
to.
always do this. List of
I've only
notes.
got 3 very small news things, so this won't take long.
No,
I must use the toilet though, Fish.
But
So
it
I will
won't
be
take
back.
long.
Eh.
So we've
I'll
got
stay.
our first photo of Zoe Kravitz as Catwoman has appeared online. It's nothing special. It's literally she sat on top of a bike with a helmet on in a black leather suit. How do
That
we
could be
even
anyone.
Know, how do we even know that that's her? That could
You
be
can
a
probably tell from the eyes enough, I guess, maybe. But
maybe.
That could
but-
be.
how do you know they're not just going to like digitally impose?
Says it, Zoe Kravitz is on set for the Batman shooting a motorcycle chase scene. A now brand new photo have hit online. This guy can't spell. Have hit online
Can't
that
make
reveal the
sentences.
actress in her motorcycle suit, leading many to speculate that this will, like Batman, be her proto suit before she gets a more well-known look. Have you heard that rumor? What do you
No.
think of that, by the way? That
No.
Batman's
No,
suit
don't
might be the suit that we've seen might be a shitter one for him to get a better one later on.
Oh, I don't
I
know.
don't know.
I like the
I
suit that
thought
he's
it was
got.
alright, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um.
And you sort of think of it like when Spider-Man got his suit taken away from Tony Stark, and then he had to use his old school thing again.
Yeah. Another news. The Batman white lens eyes confirmed.
Oh,
Mm.
that should be good.
Have you seen that?
That's pretty cool.
Basically, there's a picture of him taking green screen pieces out of his eyes.
Mm.
Do you want to see Batman with glowing white eyes?
I think it was quite
I
cool
mean,
if they do it right.
I think it'd
They
bring.
did it. It looked cool in Batman v Superman, didn't it? Like
Yeah, yeah.
spec suit. I thought that would be
But
cool.
that was like the metal. That was like the big hefty metal suit though.
Mm.
So I don't know. I mean, I'd like to see it.
Yeah, see what they do.
I think it could look all right. That's definitely not that Batman, is it? That picture there is definitely Ben Affleck's Batman, isn't it? I'm not being stupid, am I?
Yeah, I think
That's not. I don't think it's even Ben Affleck's.
And the last one, which
Looks
maybe
like
Gotham's one, maybe or something.
looks like Christian Bale's.
Who knows?
Uh,
Could be
this-
any of them.
Because
Is-
Christian Bale had blue eyes, didn't he?
this is
Yeah,
a
he did,
major Riddler spoiler.
Spoiler
image.
warning.
I'm looking at it, and I'm like,
Who is
Yeah.
playing the Riddler?
oh, there's a fan-made picture of him there. I can't remember his name, but he looks good. It looks good as the Riddler in that fan
Can't
concept
think
art.
of.
See it? Can you remember what it's called?
No. Was that the spoiler image?
I think
No, that's not the spoiler image.
they should have made.
So the spoiler image is just. So there was this picture. That's not a spoiler image. It's just a clipper,
Yeah, like a
On a
big clip
sofa.
thing, yeah.
one of those film clippers. So spoiler if we do end up revealing something by accident, I guess, because this is definitely not a spoiler. It's somebody's dead on that sofa with sellotape around the head and something.
Are we done?
No,
Let's have a look.
it's a guy with masking tape or duct tape around his head with words written on it. You can't quite make the words out because of the light. Can you make the words out?
It looks like it's going to be some part of a Riddler trick,
Lies.
doesn't it?
Yeah.
Riddler trap or
It
something.
says lies.
That bottom one says lies, but then there's another word above it.
Well,
You just say R-E. I imagine it's something lies.
yeah, something. Lies.
But not a spoiler, is it really? This guy's just going for a
But
little bit of clickbait.
I mean,
I don't blame
there
him. I do
was-
the same.
There wasn't a villain in. I think it was the Arkham City games where you had, or was it the Arkham Knight games where you had to go around and you found mystery bodies, and they'd had the faces taken, like parts of the faces
With
taken.
Arkham Knight, I think that one.
And you finally found out who it was, and it was someone who made themselves look like Bruce Wayne.
Oh, Hush. Yeah.
So it was, I think that that
It looks
image.
more like that, doesn't it?
Yeah, it sort of looks like it's going that way. They're bringing that villain in.
No, I don't think so.
I mean, if they do, I think that they've got to do it good.
I mean, he's a fan favourite, innit? It would be cool to see Hush in a film, but...
Yeah, because the Hush comic arc is where Batman fights Superman, isn't it? One of the ones.
That's part of it, but it's only a small part of it. Batman Hush, this guy comes back and there's trouble starting.
Yeah.
Have you seen the panel for that? The Batman v Superman panel? Like a big Batman stood and the cape's like covering half the screen on the other, and then on the other page, it's like a 2-pager. Superman stood in pretty much the same stance and just kind of staring at each other. It was sick as fuck.
Yeah, cool.
There is a guy that I would like to see. Would have liked to see play the Riddler.
Actually, that is a big part of the Hush storyline. So.
I would like to see play the Riddler. Was the guy that played the Riddler in Gotham series?
Yeah.
I thought he was a brilliant Riddler. He played it so well. And the guy that played Penguin in Gotham, he played Penguin really well.
We're getting
Penguin's in this film.
Yeah, who is it? It's
But the guy that played Penguin in Gotham was brilliant. He's perfect for playing Penguin because he had the limp. He acted really well. I praised the two villains from Gotham really well.
Yeah.
I mean, the Joker, it was a bit weird. The actor that played the Joker in Gotham, who also plays Cal Kestis in Fallen Order, Star Wars Fallen Order game.
no way, is that him?
Yep, that is
Wow.
him.
Wow.
Because I didn't realise until I was like, I'm sure I recognise that face, and I was like, oh, he plays the Joker. Well, it's not. He's not called the Joker. He's.
I don't think it is the Joker. It's just their version to say
Yeah, it's
the Joker,
their
isn't it?
version.
Well,
as
I think it's
the
meant to be
Joker.
ambiguous, isn't it? Like, is it the Joker? No, but always the Joker's meant to be like that, isn't it?
Yeah.
You never know.
But the
for sure.
Riddler and the Penguin are Riddler and Penguin. But obviously the Joker is sort of.
Jaden's in it, isn't she?
Who?
Jaden. Will Smith's wife.
Oh yeah, she plays.
Jada, sorry, not Jaden.
Jade's his
That's
son.
that's his son.
Oh,
Moonfish, somewhat. Fish Moon or Fishy Moon or Moon, something to do with moons and fishes. I can't remember who it is.
So Simon, if you could if there was a Batman film coming out and you could pick the villain, who would you have as the main villain?
what, like actor wise or?
No, character wise.
Oh,
Or actor wise. Tell me.
I mean, I'd probably have to go with the Riddler because obviously the last film, Dark Knight, you had the Joker as the enemy and Harvey Dent, and then number 3 you had Bane. Number one you had Ra's al Ghul and also Scarecrow. But I would like to see a better version of the Riddler. Nothing against Drew Carey. Jim Carrey.
Jimmy!
But, I mean, Jim Carrey is a funny guy, but I didn't mind his...
Who would you have then as a Riddler?
Probably
there is a
the
Riddler
guy
in
that
this film.
played Riddler in Gotham series, because he was brilliant. They got his Riddler right, because he was smart. He went insane.
Starts off as a good guy, doesn't he?
You are?
Starts off as a good guy, doesn't
Yeah,
he?
he starts off as a good guy working for the NYPD. Well, Gotham,
The Riddler's
the
in.
GCPD.
We discussed it, didn't we? But the Riddler's in The Dark Knight, isn't he?
Is he?
Mr. Reese, yeah. He's called something Reese, but Morgan Freeman calls him Mr. Reese.
I
Get it?
didn't notice.
Mr. Reese. Obviously
Didn't
not Edward Enigma.
Yeah.
But
In the comics, there's there's a period of time in the comics where the Riddler does actually become good. He decides that he has a change of heart and decides to work with the police and he
Yeah.
becomes a good guy. It's good to do that.
I'd like to see a really good version of Mr. Freeze.
Yeah, that would be cool. That would be cool.
Nah, I think they should keep Mr. Freeze
No,
in the freezer.
definitely shouldn't.
Because
I started cutting you off there because I thought you were going to say they should keep him as Arnold Schwarzenegger.
no,
Definitely shouldn't.
Arnie
Yeah,
was a
definitely
good
shouldn't, yeah.
Mr. Freeze.
No,
I
he
thought.
really wasn't.
He wouldn't know.
I actually had a toy version of a figure, action figure of Arnie's
Did
Mr.
you, did you
Freeze.
press it and it went, "You want to kill the dinosaurs?" Yeah, you did.
I remember PlayStation 1, the
That was a good game.
the
that.
PlayStation game. But every time you start the game up and you're on the main page, it had a Mr. Freeze joke.
Did it?
Did it? Do you remember? It's like the loading screen where you know, start a new game, load game, or whatever. It would be a freeze joke, and you'd be like, Jesus Christ, why they're pushing this a bit. But he is.
Everybody, freeze!
Forgetting Mr. Freeze done on that, the premise of it, like it could be just because you feel for him. He's a villain you can relate with.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's not just doing it out of.
Well, we're gonna wrap up now anyway. We're wrapping up.
So, any more news?
No, that's
Quickly, you got any news? Any game news?
No, I've got no game news this week, unfortunately.
Any wrestling
Do
news?
apologise, guys.
Any wrestling news?
Yeah, it's coming to
Super Showdown is on tonight, actually.
Oh.
Brock Lesnar goes up against Ricochet, and obviously WrestleMania is due in April, which Brock Lesnar will go up against Drew McIntyre, who won the Royal Rumble 2020.
Is that Michael McIntyre's brother?
No.
That would have been fun.
Oh, yeah. No, apart from that, I've got nothing.
Cool. So, that's it, innit? That's it.
Oh, there's one more bit of news, actually.
Oh.
There's been first images of the guy who plays Carnage in his
Oh,
costume.
yeah,
I
but
thought it was Woody Harrelson that was playing it.
That is his name. Yeah. But there's been pictures of him dressed in like a Hawaiian t-shirt and like shorts with the hair and that. It looks a little bit cringy.
I can't wait to see Venom 2, like, because the way they ended Venom 1, it was like, there's gonna be carnage.
Spider-Man 3 has an official working title
Oh yeah.
called Serenity Now.
Oh.
Oh.
It is meant to be a quick mental exercise to calm down.
Oh, another thing.
What?
That's what Serenity Now means.
The new Jurassic World has a title.
Does it?
Yeah, I tagged you in it.
You did?
Jurassic World. Chris Pratt put on his Instagram. Jurassic World Dominion.
Oh, yeah.
Nick,
Also,
someone else from work shared it on Facebook.
The Obi-Wan Kenobi TV series that's coming to Disney Plus also has a working title. What's with all these working titles?
What's that going to be called?
I haven't read it yet. I was just a bit of
Obi-Wan can't be asked.
Mauled.
I would like to see like the story of Obi-Wan Kenobi and how he became a master.
I'm told
See
Ben
Qui-Gon.
Kenobi crossed his paths with his old friend from Naboo, Jar Jar Binks.
Oh God.
Is that what he actually says?
I do like Jar Jar. Like.
Yeah. Oh, fuck off.
Does it actually say that?
That actually says that.
Me so stupid.
That's a risky move they're playing there.
It is.
A whiskey move or a risky move?
Maybe both. They've had a bit too much whiskey.
Pilgrim.
Ah.
So, to wrap up, have you seen the Power Rangers movie? If you have, please let us know in the comments below. Do you think they should make more? Do you want them to make more? I do. What do you think of these names of the titles we just quickly skimmed over because we are running out of time?
I did like them, mate.
Yeah, well, I'm talking to the audience now, so
Alright,
I'm
so-
breaking the fourth wall.
We have an audience out there, remember.
Yeah, so yeah. I hope you've enjoyed this episode of the podcast. If you have, please remember to smack the like button. Subscribe. My name is
Thanks
Fish.
again, Simon, for being back here.
Thank you. I will be
there.
back again.
Yeah.
I'll be back.
I'll be back. Yep. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have, please remember to smack that like button. Subscribe. You can follow me on Instagram at @iftoystalk_. You can follow us on Twitter at holdmyk539.
Oh, yeah, just follow me. Or
Yeah.
whatever. Instagram,
Liam_Mook.
Yeah, he knows.
Follow me on Twitter, Cyborg329. Also on Twitch.
Got
Cyborg329.
anything you got planned
Also
for
YouTube as well.
Cyborg329.
No, not got really anything planned.
Don't forget to never give up like John Cena.
Yeah.
YouTube kind of stopped on it.
Yeah, at the moment,
streaming.
yeah, I've just paused YouTube for a bit because I just can't think of anything to do for it. But obviously, with this game Subnautica, I'll hopefully try and get some videos. I'm not going to stream it, I've decided. Because I found that streaming's harder to get views.
Oh.
So, yeah.
So
Right.
yeah.
Till next time.
Hold my cape. Simon is a wee wee, I was going to die.